Mic check. All right. We're sounding good. Let's turn this music off. Terrance should join us here shortly. Oh, let me turn this off. Oh no, the music kind of a vibe though, ain't it? Each day we get closer and closer and closer. Give me 1 second, bro. 1 second. 1 second. Little better. Little better. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, we should be good. All right. Camera's a little better. I'll fix that later on. As I'm really just getting home just got home about a couple hours ago. So I'm back in Texas, as you see. We back in the lab. And we are live, bruh. And yeah, I saw somebody say 3 straight. Why not? You only get Miami once a week. Or once a year, excuse me. Why not make the most of it? The more the merrier, as I always say. I also got this Duke Boston College game. Man, Boston College is such a bad team. Really a bad team. What's going on with y'all tonight? I'm waiting for Terrence to bring his ass up in here. Y'all done heard me talk about this damn game for the last 3 nights. Or what? At least 2. This makes the 3rd night. So I'm going to wait for Terrence to get in here so we can see what his thought process is on this Miami, Florida State game. But until he decides to show up, hit the like button, share the video. It's a Friday night. We live. Share the video. Let people know we in the building. And I don't care if it's a Miami fan, a Florida fan, or whoever. Let them know we live tonight. You know, if you're a Miami fan, tonight's the last night to get it off. Get it off your chest. Tonight's the last night. So I'm giving you that opportunity. Where Juerg at? Juerg always busy, man. Juerg always got an excuse. He been running from the smoke since day one. Juerg don't want to be a part of this. There's the man. I think he's still fixing some stuff. Yeah. I'll bring him back in when he's ready. I'll bring you back in when you're ready. Just let me know. But yeah, man, Juerg keep running from all the smoke. So y'all give me a thumbs up to you whenever you think you're good. But we got loading in the building. Fila says, go Canes. As a Canes fan, I do not want to see number 9. He's nice. You're talking about Toafili. Toafili's number 9. Ward is number 8. Raul Torado, member of the tribe. Marcus Lewis, member of the tribe. FSU Tony, member of the tribe. Michael Adams. Joe Haywood. Vontae B. Lewis P86. You're a new one. Shout out to Lewis P86. I've never seen you in here before. Hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't subscribed. But my dogs say 51-13. EMG in a dang bay. So, Terrence, you ready? No, he's still not ready. He's still getting his technical things ready. So I'm waiting on Terrence. I'm gonna pour me a drink. Because why the hell not? So go ahead and put in the chat what y'all drinking on the night, if anything. I mean, it's Friday night, man. Before the game, you got to drink on something, don't you? I got Jack Daniels, the Tennessee honey. Something a little smooth tonight. Nothing too wild. Man, if I could open this damn thing. There we go. Michael Adams says some. Okay, you ready, T? All right. Go ahead and bring T up in here. Bud Light. Man, you drinking that piss water? Bro. Can't hear you, bro. Unmute your. I don't see if you can. There you go. You muted yourself.
You drinking water? He said.
No, you drinking Bud Light.
That's water.
That's that piss water, yeah.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean that's what you like, Raul. That's what you like. You gotta drink a real beer, though, my friend. And I'm not even a beer drinker.
Oh, that's terrible.
You got the baby back there talking, or she whining?
She whining, man. But she downstairs, and I'm up in the loft.
Oh, you in the loft? I see that.
Yeah.
What happened to the garage?
I had to do something. I might be switching over into the garage in a little bit, but I done did a little work in there. But I had to do something upstairs right now. So, and yeah, that's the nose, baby. She definitely going to Florida State. Oh no, he's just saying nose, baby. Like, oh my bad.
Maybe he's saying both.
Hey, maybe it's both. Who knows?
Maybe he's saying both.
Her mama went there. Her mama went to Florida State, so that's part of the plan. But yeah, I'm on. I decided to get on some Henny White tonight, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Said why not? Figured I'd open that up. Brought me some ice up here. Chilling out. Had something to do on Madden at the same time.
Are you playing Madden?
Well, I got a draft, man.
Terrible.
It's terrible it's a terrible freaking game. But
you play.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do, man? Like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Like, it's either Madden or what? There's no other football game.
That's the excuse I keep hearing from y'all. There's no other football game.
I mean, you could get back on NCAA, but
I could.
But you ain't really about all that.
I don't even know what a PS3 is since moving here. It's probably in the garage and some boxes. Bro, seriously, I don't know what a PS3 is.
You don't know what a PS3 Okay. Hey man, you don't know where it's at. You don't know where it's at.
I mean, when the new one come out, y'all already know. We own it.
That's what you say.
Oh no, when the new one come out, we definitely gonna be on it.
That's. I hear you. I hear you. I hope I can hold you to that.
Y'all want me to hook up the PS3?
I got that in the other room.
Again, I don't even know where it's at.
I thought about mounting these things, bro. Like putting them on the wall.
Mounting what? The game?
Like like having like all my Xboxes and my PlayStations mounted. Because I got from the 2 on the PlayStation, and I think I got the original Xbox too, all the way up. So
what is sparkling blush? You heard of that?
Sparkling blush? No,
I'm assuming that's some type of drink.
Wine, like
maybe a champagne or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a wine. I think like a wine champagne hybrid, whatever, like type thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a wine cooler to me. That's what that is.
I drink wine, but I've never heard of sparkling blush though.
Delicious and nutritious.
Insane Mob.
The
man who stole the show last time.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. But we're gonna wait for Terrence to get back, and then we're gonna get into. And I want to hear what Terrence got to say on this game, and I want to know what he thinking. Hey, that's your thing, bro. I can't do it because of my occupation or my profession. But if smoking is your thing, I don't knock it. I do not knock it. Matthew, what's good with you? What's good with you? Go ahead and put in the chat what you drinking on, smoking on, whatever the case may be, whatever your vice may be.
However, you got to get it done.
Don Julio. Excellent choice, my friend.
Oh, I ain't even looking at the chat. I'm looking at ours.
Excellent choice.
That 1942.
Yeah, excellent choice. Oh, hell, my dog said. Not Irk and Jerk.
Evil juice. Evil juice. Oh,
not
you
the Irk and Jerk.
You had a rough week, bro.
Had to. He must. He's had a rough week. Had a rough week. He trying to slay something later on.
Like he's trying to slay himself. He's picking himself up out of gutter.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
I haven't drunk no E&J since I was in my 20s.
I remember the last time I had E&J.
I'm a grown man now. I don't drink that shit, bro.
It almost cost me my fiance.
See, told you.
There was that's the thing. That was 7 years ago. I haven't touched it since.
Shout out to you, Bobby, but I ain't on it. Smoking that Cali. Nothing wrong with the ice cold water, man. Stay hydrated. Of course, I was drinking an old fashioned last night when I was my last night in Manhattan. I was drinking an old fashioned, so absolutely.
Oh, you was down there too, huh? I saw the pictures you was taking, man.
Yeah, little business
nice
trip
out there.
Trayshawn Ward is thunder. Lawrence is lightning. Benson is the tornado. I will put Benson as thunder. I like Lawrence Affiliate lightning. I think Ward's more of the tornado because he's a little bit more shifty and all that. But I hear you, Panama. Ice cold Modelo. Okay. Better than a Bud Light, Vontae. Haven't drank E&J since high school back in 92.
He said high school 92. Jesus. Hey, what Kevin Hart said? Goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn. So what you got, bro? What do you feel about this game Saturday?
I'm fully confident, man. I've never.
We should be confident.
I'm fully confident. I have zero worries. I'm just looking forward to watching it, laughing at.
You thinking blowout?
I think so.
Like you think legit blowout?
I think at least 20 points. We win by at least 20.
So you don't buy into none of the rivalry talk. Like obviously it's a rivalry.
I do, but we are significantly better in every aspect of the game to the point where I don't see it being. It shouldn't be close. 17 might be.
I think we just win by 14.
17 might be reasonable, but I think we're completely.
And that's what the rivalry included. Like if it wasn't Miami, I would pick us to blow them out too. Because it's Miami, I'm saying only a 14-point win.
I got 20. I'll be disappointed if it ain't 20. Not disappointed in that sense. I know how everybody gets offended when we say, "Oh, you got to accept what you got." Look, I'm just saying I would like to see us win by 20 and make a statement.
I will say, your boy has a chance to make a statement with this one, right?
Yeah, he does.
And anytime and we know Miami's not good.
And
we know Miami's not good.
Your boy has a chance to make a statement, and I think we're good enough, like all around, that it's just too many parts of the. There's no place where I feel like they should beat us. Not in the trenches, not on the outside, not even at QB play.
I've
nothing about coaching is huh?
I've echoed the same stuff you're saying. Like you can't name a position, in my opinion, they better. Except kicker. I'll give you kicker.
Yeah, I mean
that's it. Yeah. But, seriously though.
And that's why I want to see it.
And again, maybe tight end. That's about it though.
And that's why you want to see it come to fruition. Like, you want to see them like.
And we getting healthy at the right time.
This is the game, yeah. And this is the game you want to see. Like, hey, it can be a statement game, like you said. Like we're not worried about this being like, hey, yeah, it is. We know they came to play because it's a rivalry game, but we don't have time to mess around with this stuff. We're the better team. We need to go out here, show it, win this game, and yeah, we're looking to close out with 9 wins. That's what this win says.
So
says that.
This is the crazy thing about that. You know the Syracuse quarterback hurt now. Schrader. The schedule lines up perfectly down the stretch, bro.
That we could end up playing
literally
in a bowl game.
Like we could literally be 9-3, and if Duke goes to not Duke, damn, I said Duke because I'm looking at this game. If Clemson goes to the playoff, we might be in the Orange Bowl.
Doesn't that require Wake losing again too? I think Wake got to lose again, and so does
Wake got smashed by I mean, maybe it does. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think Wake and not
you
Louis
could
Wake
be right.
and somebody else got to lose.
You could be right, but I mean, 9-3 still get you a damn good matchup in the bowl game.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd be shocked that if we end up in the Orange Bowl. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be a little bit shocking to me. I just feel like there's a lot of things in the way, and if we had went 1-2 in those games and ended 10-3, I think maybe we're looking at maybe a Orange Bowl
10-2.
No, if we had went 1-2 in those 3 games in that 3-game stretch,
yeah, we would have been 10-2.
Well, and even if we lose one and we went, that's what I'm saying, and we lost one in this stretch and only lost one in that stretch, I could see that 10-3 team getting the Orange Bowl.
I get what you're saying because
that 9-3 team, I mean, getting to the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, because you would have had to win over a ranked team. So I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're trying to say.
I think that's where it's gonna cause some issues. Like we went through that stretch where we were supposed to be tested. And honestly, just left a couple games on the field that probably should have been ours. But yeah, this shouldn't be. And I'm talking about. I need to see. I can see us putting up 40-something points in this game.
Wow.
42-20. That's
your prediction.
42-20. Yep. 42-20.
What do y'all think?
When the last time we had a defensive touchdown?
Well, you asking the wrong one.
Anybody know?
I think.
Have we had one this year? We had one this year on a fumble recovery, though, right?
Not that I remember.
We definitely ain't had no pick six.
No, I don't think we've had. I don't think we've had a defensive TD this year. I know
defensive TD too.
Last year, I'm pretty sure we had at least 2. Remember Jermaine with the strip sack against
the
Clemson.
Strip sack, yeah.
And I think Brownlee had a pick 6 against UMass.
Brownlee.
We
didn't have a score this year.
I don't think we did, man. Anybody in chat, feel free to correct me. But I don't think we've had any defensive points this year.
Michael Adams, I told you they're getting 20, 42-20. Lock it in.
45-17. So your predictions are in line with what a lot of people think. A lot of people think we really finna go out here and handle these boys.
Why shouldn't we?
I'm with you. Why shouldn't we?
Like,
I think I'm going 34-20 personally, which isn't too different from what you. I mean, it's a touchdown difference from what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't argue with you on that. I mean,
so I got 34-20 personally.
Yeah, and I like I said, I want to see us go in and
you think TVD plays?
Yeah, I thought he was. He's not.
I said I didn't. Here we go. He finna start yelling. I said I didn't care about no damn Pinstripe Bowl or the damn Cheez-It Bowl is what I said. I said them bowls don't matter. But if we playing in a real bowl game against real competition, I'm with it.
Yeah, everybody wants to see an Orange Bowl. Like you literally did.
You playing in an Orange Bowl, like I'm in there. That's because the Orange Bowl you're gonna be playing probably against, like theoretically, if we make the Orange Bowl, you're probably playing against either Michigan or Ohio State, because the winner of that game is probably in the playoff. So you're gonna play the loser of Michigan and Ohio State, because usually I think they match ACC and Big Ten in the Orange Bowl. Because remember, we played Michigan in the Orange Bowl, the last bowl game. That's not the last bowl game was in, but in 2016. The last major bowl game we were in, it was Michigan. So I think that's probably who you would play if you made the Orange Bowl. So I'm always down for a Michigan or Ohio State game. I just don't give a damn about. I don't give a damn about the Duke Mayo Bowl and us playing Memphis or like
Minnesota.
Right, that I don't care about, and the kids don't care about. You feel me?
Like y'all remember when we blew out Minnesota? Not really.
Exactly.
Not really. Don't really care about it. Didn't want to be there. Like who really? Like nobody cares. Like you said, nobody really cares about those games. But you do want to see us go and then win. Losing means more than winning in those games. Losing to a team like Memphis or Minnesota
Orange Bowl
means
matchup
more
is
than lose.
ACC or SEC / Big Ten or Notre Dame. Yeah, so I mean that's what I'm saying. We got a chance. Like, and look, and saying you stealing my score prediction, so you know what time it is. You know exactly what time it is. But I think I asked you. First of all, who are you drafting?
Man, it's just
What team do you got?
Man, on this one, I got like Titans or something, man.
How many you got?
Not enough, man. This team fucking garbage. This team garbage. They gave me a garbage team. I'm just trying to, get them together and make it work for me. It'll work for me.
You think TVD gonna play?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing as well.
Does it matter to you?
No. It's quite obvious he's not who everybody thought he was.
Do you think that's him, or do you think that's the system?
It's the system,
or a combination of both.
It's a little bit of both, but yeah. I think like he is who he is in that system, and like that makes me not really concerned.
Right.
There's no concern of him in that system and what they're asking him to do.
If he plays, I'm interested. How healthy is he?
Yeah, that's something.
That's what I'm interested in. I do think if Jake Garcia plays, then this could get ugly. Like those blowouts that some of y'all are predicting, it becomes a big time pot. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen. I kind of agree with Marcus. I kind of think Mario's trying to play some games.
Well, you think he got something he holding back?
No, I just think he's trying to make us prepare for TVD and gonna have no choice but to throw Jake Garcia out there. I don't think TVD's healthy enough to play, to be honest with you.
What was his injury again?
A shoulder injury to his throwing shoulder.
Get the fuck out of here. He's no. And how long ago?
It's only two.
If I'm TVD,
it was only 2 weeks ago.
If I'm TVD, I don't want to play.
Well, you know how that goes. Navarro said he's not playing. T2Y, what's up, man? You ain't missed nothing yet, Briley. We just getting Terrence's thoughts, even though he drafting.
Hey, man, it is, he drafting back I'm there. Multitasking, man.
We getting Terrence's thoughts on the game.
And I think, like I said, I'm really not worried about. Like, it's not. I think they gave me some comfort in that we played bad and beat Georgia Tech that we did. Like where even where we're not at our best, we can beat some of the worst teams. And right now, that's why at the level I view Georgia Tech at. I mean, UM. They don't belong. We're that much better than them, significantly better than them in each aspect that it shouldn't matter, even if we play the average game. If they played their best and we played our average game, we still could.
Yeah, I think we would have to implode like in every aspect. We would have to turn the ball over like 3 times, drop passes.
I'm talking about we'd have to see AJ Duffy on the field.
Yeah, like we would just have to implode.
I think it would come to that level. Like we'd have to see AJ Duffy on the field for us to literally like be in that position. Like otherwise, like. I don't see it happening. Like I said, I want to see us. I would like to see us like win easily, handily. Maybe even see like like late third quarter, we looking at having, you know, the backups on the field, that type of thing. What TTY say? Man, ain't nobody worry about this guy. Ain't nobody worry about that.
Neither are mobile QBs, and they still got injuries on the front line.
Who? Yeah, that's the other part. Like, who's for to stop our pass rush?
Corey Clark says he believes if Deion was here, this team would be 8-0.
Well, now we talk about if Deion's here. Let's go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. All right, just 2 minutes. We go down that rabbit hole if Deion's here. We also talking about we closed on Hunter. We closed on Coleman. We probably have a backup quarterback work for them. His son's probably transferred here. We talking about a whole rabbit hole.
His son ain't better than Travis. Like,
I didn't say better than Travis.
We gotta stop.
We have a better backup. I said
but
backup.
Deion's gonna play his son. He's made that apparent. Like, Shedeur is playing.
Who's better than Shedeur at where they at?
He's not even recruiting QBs that potentially take his son's spot. Like, I don't like to do this because I like
I feel like Shedeur's done well.
I don't like to do this because I like Deion, but this man literally has a Division I roster. And we're hyping it up. Like, if he, like you said, we close on Coleman. Coleman ain't done nothing in that at that level. Coleman's done absolutely nothing. Hunter's been hurt the whole year, pretty much.
True.
At the high school level, all I'm saying is it's the same game. The field is still 100 yards long with an
what's going on? I'm not saying. All right, look. I'm saying. I think. Well, I think also the other side that I'm saying is like you get a coaching staff that comes with it. I think he gets an even better coaching staff than he has at whatchamacallit. I think there would have been a lot of benefits. I don't know if we go 8-0, man. I don't know.
So I'm not gonna disagree with the like.
We should. Here's the other side of that argument. We could have been 8-0 now. Like
right.
Barry could have easily been 8-0 with a couple of different decisions being made. So, how big of a stretch is that?
I don't know.
If Mike Norvell had a better breakfast, maybe we're like, you know, it could, like, it's so many things like that. I feel like. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily disagree with that. I don't know. I really don't even want to get into this conversation. So with Deion and Norvell, because
I mean, it's no point in doing that. Let's talk about how we put a
first. Deion's not happening, and it's like I don't know, man.
Let's talk about how we to win this game. What do you see? What do you see in numbers wise? What do you think anybody gonna pop out on the field? Who's the guy that makes the plays?
I want Micah to have like a big game. To stick it to Mario. I want Micah to have a big game.
You know, I would like to see that too, but you want me to tell you something?
I think Johnny's gonna do what Johnny does though. Because I don't think they have a matchup for him.
My thing is this. I really want to see Micah do well, but like Micah's been a little bit disappointing to me. I just like you see and I feel like it's been him with the drops the most. And like this guy's gonna be one of my favorite players right now. He's on my team right now. I see a lot of DJ Moore in him and how he plays and like where he can do so much after the catch.
And Micah?
Yeah. Like physically, like as far as a physical runner after the catch. He gets
the ball. He's built like a running back.
He can do a lot. And then I think he's just trying to get to that point and he's not doing it. He's not catching the ball. to be able to make those plays, man. So
I
I
also wouldn't be surprised if Ja'Kai Douglas, he has a tendency to kind of show up against Miami. At least he did last year in some big moments. And Ja'Kai came back and he had a touchdown or two last week, didn't he? I know he had one for sure, didn't he?
Ja'Kai? Nah, he had one. No, he what did he do?
Ja'Kai had a touchdown, at least one for sure. He's been getting targets ever since he's been back.
I'm trying to think. How did he have that touchdown though? I don't know. I'm trying to recall this touchdown though. Ja'Kai had a touchdown. Was it on like? Did he run to the corner?
Yeah, something like that. But he scored. I don't think.
Who catches the ball every damn time? Pittman? Y'all done lost your mind, man. Let's go look at the tape.
No, Pittman had a touchdown last week that he dropped.
Like, come on, man. I'm not trying to pile on to the guy. Like, and like I said, I like him. Like, I see a lot in him. But come on, bro. Like,
so Micah is valuable in the sense that they use him in a lot of different ways, right?
Yeah,
so I do agree there.
He can line up in anywhere on the field for us,
but
and
he
that's
has
what I really
had
like
some
about
drops, and his production isn't that much more than what he was doing at Oregon. But I do think Micah is valuable in the sense that you can line him up in a lot of different places.
It's time to go back to spam.
I think that's where he's been the biggest help is in the punt return game.
Who else? Somebody else was pretty solid in the return game recently.
Yeah, he had 2 TDs last 2 games. Ja'Kai's been ever since Ja'Kai's came back from an injury, man. He's been doing his thing.
I mean, hey, look, Ja'Kai out here balling, man. I'm all for it. Like, put him on the field. Are we taking those touches away from Williamson as a speed guy? like that's my only thing. I hate that I pile on that guy, that kid Williamson, but I just think he's been using a way.
His production is way more than that Oregon. I'm out. Well, first of all, deuces. If you got to go, peace. But if you check the stats, no, his production isn't way more than when he was at Oregon. I'll even prove my point.
You that hurt?
No, I'm gonna prove my point because he only had about 200 and some odd yards at Oregon last year. He only has about that same thing right now. The only thing you can really say is, well, there's a lot more games to play, so we'll see what he finishes with. But I'm gonna look it up because so right now, Micah Pittman.
He did have that 100-yard game, right? He had a 100-yard game, right?
Well, I don't think he's had a 100-yard game. He had a game where he caught I want to say 90, maybe 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think was his best game. In 2019, 18 receptions, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns. 2020, only 123 yards. Last year, 197. This year, 288, 3 touchdowns. He's really on par with what he's been doing the entire season. His entire career. So to say he has way more production is really a stretch. A big time stretch.
The kid, man. I like him.
And in last year, he had a long of 66. The year before, a long of 44. Year before, a long of 39. His longest catch this year has only been 25 yards. So when and I like him too, but to say, oh, he's been way more productive, no, he hasn't. He's had way more targets. But his average is he has the lowest average that he's had of his career in college so far, with only 11.5. He has the most reception he's ever had, and the most touchdowns by 1.
Well,
so I just like to prove my points. I always say this, guys, words mean something. Now, if you would have said his production is better, then I would have said okay. But to say his production is way more, wrong.
Wrong. He was like, "I'm out, man. Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about."
You're wrong and you're out. Deuces.
Fuck all y'all, man. How dare you insult him like that?
What's up, Zay?
Like, how dare you insult him like that? He's the future of this team. That was his uncle, bro. That had to be he related to him, man. We hurt somebody's feelings for real, for real. That Michael Pittman coming back to talk to us about that. My uncle said you said, Pope.
Like I said, his production's on par with what he's been doing. And again, he actually has the lowest average of his career. So you can make the argument in some of those years, the previous years, had he played more games with the average, he would have had more production. So,
Anthony, you feel like he'll be more productive if we hit him going across the middle?
It's all relative.
Is that what you're saying? Like, if he was going across the middle, he'd be doing better?
Remember, last week they hit him across. Trav hit him across the middle, and he dropped it for the touchdown. So,
bloop.
And again, I'm not here to bash on Michael Pittman. I promise you, I'm not.
I don't think anybody is.
I just think y'all have this like slanted view, and I get it. Michael Pittman's he's a kid that you want to root for, so I understand it. I'm
rooting for him. That's my boy, man. I like him. I think, like I said again, he reminds me of like a DJ Moore, Steve Smith type of wide receiver.
Right. He still has a lot of potential, man. He can play.
He can play in the league. He can definitely play in the league. Like,
but I think I think the emergence of Johnny,
that boy just a freak of nature.
He's a freak.
He's
That's the guy that when you say, well, he's had way more production, then I'm like, yeah, Johnny's had way more production than he's ever had in his career.
Yeah.
And Winston, I think when Ontario leaves, I think Winston Wright goes into that role.
Yeah. Wait, is Winston gonna play?
He's probably not gonna play this year. No, I don't think he's gonna play this.
There's
year.
no reason to rush him in, right? Like I don't think it's any reason to rush him back.
No, I don't think so either.
But I was wondering. I thought about that. Is Winston gonna play at all? Like, it's good to know that he's in that back pocket because remember, that was my guy. That was the one I thought would come on and be able to like.
I think a lot of people
star of the group.
Well, yeah, a lot of people thought he would be the star of the group.
I thought he was going to be the star of the group, and but I mean that's good to have him in the back pocket like that, though, man. Like to know that, hey, next year, Johnny's not a redshirt sophomore, is he?
Yeah, he is.
So it's a possibility he goes.
He ain't going nowhere.
I don't think it's good for him to go.
No, he's not going nowhere.
But
I mean, he can try it. Like ultimately, right, is his decision, and he can try it.
You saw they had what's his name in the top 10 verse?
That's all hype, bro. I saw one mock that had him in the second round, which I actually think was about the most accurate mock I've seen him at. Verse has a lot. What's gonna happen with Verse? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with Verse if he decides to go pro, right? He's gonna have all these pre-mocks where he's in the top 15, whatever. Then he's gonna declare, and they're gonna pick apart his tape. They're gonna be like, he's athletic freak, but then they're gonna pick apart his tape. Verse still has a lot of things he's got to work on, a lot of room to grow. For me, Verse to come back another year. And then you really are talking about a guy who might be a top 10, 15 player.
I agree with
that. I think athletically he's probably in that category, but when you start looking at his tape, again, there's going to be a lot of things with Verse you can pick apart.
I can agree with that. Like, and that's what I kind of worry about. Like, when I think
this is crazy to me. Since when is just 1,000 yards and 7 TDs make a guy like a first round pick?
When you 6'7" running a 4.5,
Johnny ain't running no 4.5. Johnny's gonna run a 4.7. I bet you.
Yeah, you think so?
He's not that fast, bro. He's a long strider. He's not Kelvin Benjamin. He's not Kelvin Benjamin, bro.
You think Kelvin was faster?
Kelvin ran a 4.5. I definitely think Kelvin Benjamin was faster and heavier.
Definitely heavier. That was clear.
But 1,000 yards and 7 TDs don't mean nothing to me. I don't think it means anything to no NFL prospect.
Why does he only have 7 TDs? Like, don't he
Well,
have 7 TDs now? Like, what?
No, he only has like 3 or 4 touchdowns. I can look it up.
Really?
I think he only has like he's got 600 yards receiving, but I think he only has like 3 or 4 touchdowns. So yeah, he's got 4 touchdowns, 603 yards.
Okay.
Solid season, but that don't vault him into no like first round or something like that. I didn't think that don't. And if you're not talking,
we're not doing that.
If we're not talking first to second round, what's the point of you coming back? Like what? I don't know. I don't even know if it gets him in the third round. I mean, what's the wide receiver class looking like this year? If last year tells you anything, man, teams value speed. Man, Boston College might come back and win this game.
Against Duke? What they playing Duke?
That's another thing. He has too many drops, right? So, I mean, Johnny's another one that he has a lot to work on. He has a lot to work on.
And you love to see him come work on it at Florida State University.
Right. Stay in college and work on it.
Figure it out. And win some games in the process. Ain't nothing wrong with winning football games. I'm actually probably gonna transition to the garage in a little bit, man.
You finna move out there? Okay.
Yeah, just give me some, cause she watching TV, and I don't want to interrupt her watching the TV and stuff. It's kind of a little loud. Who you got? Who leads the team in rushing tomorrow? Benson or Toafili?
I think Benson does. I think they'll try to get Toafili in some passing plays. But I'm gonna go with Trey Benson.
And you got Johnny leading the team in receiving yards.
I think so. I want to say Micah Pittman. I want to say Pittman. My heart says Micah. My head says Johnny. But a lot of people are starting to convince me that Ja'Kai might actually be the guy.
Ja'Kai?
Yeah, Ja'Kai Douglas.
Couple big plays. Just 2 big plays is all
That's all they really need.
You know, he'll go for 70.
Miami struggles with the deep ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they struggle with the deep ball. So.
I can see Toafili leading us.
He could.
He run that swing route. That swing. What was it? What the f are they talking about? Nah, I can see that happening. Anybody could. That's actually been one of the good things.
Verse has a lot of warts. He gets caught past the QB too often. Doesn't retrace all that well. His power move is better than his speed move. His power move is actually pretty dominant. I agree with you there. He doesn't transition well when he just needs he still needs to learn how to use his hands better. And the Verse has a lot of room to grow, and that's absolutely okay. He still may go pro. I just think people are kind of jumping the gun on Verse going after 1 year.
Wow.
Wilson's hands are inconsistent. He could be an NFL cut or out of the league. I don't necessarily disagree with you. I mean, if you look at what the NFL is going to, there's a place for a Johnny Wilson. Don't get me wrong, but they are looking at speed. I mean, go look at last year's draft. How many wide receivers was taken in like the first 15 picks, bro? It was wild.
You gotta get what you can. Get in where you fit in.
Rushing,
the wheel route. Thanks, Blackshear. I don't know why I couldn't get that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His power move versus power move is dominant. Absolutely, he puts tackles on their ass. It's dominant. Why not have another year to work on everything else and really be the total package coming out?
And win the ACC too, you know. I just felt like saying that just to say it.
I'm still disappointed. What do you want? You disappointed
Why
in
you
D-Mac?
disappointed in him, man?
I'm a little disappointed in him too.
I mean,
To me, I mean, he plays hard, but he's just the guy out there, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it like this. Let me ask you a question. Who should be your 2 starting DNs?
you asking me?
Yeah.
It's easy. It's verse and Peyton.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. D-Mac he's a rotation guy.
I don't think that's a
And there's
indictment
nothing
on
wrong with
D-Mac.
that.
I think that eventually Peyton is going to be better than any of them.
No, I think Peyton has the highest ceiling at DN on the team. Absolutely, even higher than Verse. And Verse has a pretty damn high ceiling himself. But Peyton's, I always say, man, 2 things you can't teach, and that's size and speed. And Pat is
got it.
6'5".
He got length.
Yeah, he's 6'5" and long.
Like he's gonna be something to me.
So I'm absolutely with you there. I just think D-Mac is like, he's a guy. He's gonna give you some quality snaps, but too many games you just don't hear number 9's name. I think that's where people just get a little frustrated with D-Mac.
And that's okay.
He's a solid rotation guy. The problem is we have him starting because Pat's not quite ready, I think, to take that step this year. Next year, I fully expect him to be the starter.
I think, yeah. Peyton's ain't he from Palm Beach, or is he from?
No, I think he's from Miami.
Miami.
I think
he's a South Florida kid. So
I know for a fact he's a South Florida kid, but I think he's actually from Miami. Well, I can check though.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I was excited about when we got him. I was like, he just had that Brian Burns.
Well, he was originally supposed to go to Nebraska. That's where he was committed to.
Every time I hear about kids going way out there, man, it's like, why?
He went to Northwestern. Yeah, he's from Miami. He went to Northwestern.
Well, there you have it. And he's going to do great things for us next year.
And that combination, I am so excited to actually watch that. Like, Verse and Pat, I'm so excited to watch that.
Get to see him on the field. And, I mean, we've got some glimpses of it.
Right, but just as the starting rotation.
Yeah. We got some glimpses, but, like, it's well worth it.
Word on the street, Miami by 10. T2Y? You don't even believe it.
He's a funny guy.
T2Y don't even believe half the stuff she said. Boy, why you breathing like a fat boy?
You talking about me?
Yeah, you.
My nose stopped up, man.
D-Mac isn't a disappointment. He is what he is, another capable college football player. Pat should have been starting a few games ago. I think they still easing Pat in there. So the only thing I'll say about Pat is you do see plays with him where you can tell he's not quite strong enough to be an every down player.
And I think that's going to change, man.
Yeah, of course it's going to change with another year and all of that. I mean, you got to remember, he's a redshirt freshman. Like, you got to remember, that dude came out of high school. They listed him at 200. I don't know if Patrick Payton was over 200 pounds when he came out of high school. Like, he legit had a basketball player body.
So, I mean, yeah. So, and I mean, that's the guy right there. So, I don't really want to hear all that about him.
Oh, snap. Duke just fumbled it. Oh, he recovered it, though. Man, I'm telling you, Boston College going to mess around and win this game. It was crazy, and we blew them. See, the more you watch some of these other games, the more you say, bro, we are going to blow the Hurricanes out of the goddamn. We're going to beat them so bad, they're going to move them out of Miami. I don't know where they're going to send them at. But that rivalry, it's still that rivalry game.
They're gonna be the Coral Gables.
I don't know where they're gonna
lose. They're gonna lose the name Miami. They're gonna be Coral Gables again. And I just want to see us go out there. And,
hold up, Corey.
yeah, I'm done here. To Miami of Ohio.
Do I trust Fitz in this game? I don't know.
No.
Like, I don't know.
I'll answer that. No.
I didn't want to just come out and say no. I was trying to be nice, but
he's.
But I'll say this: I thought we should have played for the field goal against NC State. So
I'd rather lose that way than lose how we lost.
The way we lost. That's what I said. I'd rather lose that way than lose the way we lost. But I mean, if it comes down to it, we got no choice but to trust them, I guess.
And I mean, yeah, like you said.
Marcus says he got a question. What true freshman next year will play a lot? Well, that's hard to judge because the recruiting class isn't finished. But if you strictly want to talk about the guys we got recruited, I would probably argue that there's no way Keldrick Falk doesn't get into the rotation there.
Okay.
At all he's already 6'5", 240. You got to think by the time he gets on the field in college, you at least put on 5 or 10 more pounds. Other than that, guys.
Yeah.
If we just talking about the guys that I got committed, Simmons don't play right away. I don't think Simmons.
No need to.
Away. Yeah, no need to. Like I said, you got Keldrick. Maybe Lamont Green could get a chance. Lamont Green could definitely get a shot. If Keldrick's good enough, I think Lamont Green's good enough to get in that rotation at that DN spot too. I low key think Lamont's better than Keldrick. I just think Keldrick's more college ready in terms of his body.
What about Hakeem? Does he crack this wide receiver rotation?
Wide receiver, like that's always. I definitely think they'll draw up plays for him. Right? There's no way they don't draw up plays for him. But our wide receiver room is going to be so deep. Like I always say that, who you gonna take off the field to put Hakeem in there? Because you getting Winston Wright. You already Johnny Wilson going to probably be a 1,000-yard receiver who's returning.
We still got guys like. Do you think McClain stays put?
I don't think McClain goes nowhere. And you still have McClain going to be now a sophomore, redshirt sophomore going in his third year, where he kind of should break out at that point. I like Hakeem. I think Hakeem's a beast. I just don't know if he's able to really crack a rotation. Who else we got? Am I forgetting somebody? Other than that, I don't think any of them linebackers do anything. We probably could use a couple DBs to do something.
Who is though?
But all of our DBs are kind of project guys, man.
Yeah, I don't see anybody coming because I
don't even like getting into it because, like I said, I don't want to judge this recruiting thing because I was told if we win, we recruit better. So I'm really not trying to judge it. But all of our DBs are kind of project guys.
Yeah, I don't think we got anybody that's.
And then y'all boys in South Florida going to the game. If I was there, T2I, I would definitely.
I thought about catching that flight, man.
I would definitely link up.
I've been wanting to go to that.
Somebody said Destin Hill.
I heard he was taking classes.
Ricks ain't happening. I don't know why we talking about Ricks. Now I'll say this: if you get Cedric Baxter, he might be the guy that contributes day one.
Yeah, he on the field.
I can see Baxter even taking somebody's job. And what's crazy is we got some damn good running backs.
What job he taking?
I don't know, but I can see it.
He ain't taking Toafili job.
No, man.
Boy, why you know what? I'm starting to feel like you putting Toafili.
I like Toafili. He's my guy,
bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that. I'm not feeling that. I
agree, Tyler. If you look at the roster, we probably won't need any real freshmen to come in and play.
Nah, he's gonna get on the field though, but Baxter will get on the field no matter who was there. Like I think,
I agree. I mean, I like all our running backs, but Baxter's legit the most. He'd be the most talented guy. Now, would he be the best player as a freshman? Probably not. Like he's not better than Trayshawn Ward or anything like that. But as far as talent,
we don't know.
And ceiling, you're right. We don't know.
We don't know. Like,
he definitely could be that guy.
He could come on and be Adrian Peterson. Like,
You're right.
Hey, put me on the goddamn field. Because I mean, it's guys out there like that. There's some guys out there like that. We'll see if he's that guy wherever he ends up. Blake, does Blake get on the field? Yeah, I see that happening.
Do you think we lose both our linebackers?
I think it's a chance. Bethune.
You think they both go pro?
Bethune.
Do you think?
I wouldn't be mad at Bethune.
They're both redshirt juniors. They're both juniors, so they both can go. I low key think they both stay. I'm not sure what the draft is looking like for either one. The Loach is a little undersized, and I think Bethune's a great college linebacker. I'm not sure.
You don't think Bethune translates to?
And I think Bethune is very similar to like Vince Williams. And Vince Williams had a long NFL career.
Yeah, he played well for Pittsburgh. Yeah,
but he was a little bit of a situational linebacker. Was never really.
He's
never really a true starter at linebacker.
You gonna leave Vince alone, bro?
I'm not coming for Vince. I'm being honest.
He did start. I'm pretty sure he had a couple years.
I'm not saying he didn't start. I'm just saying he was never really like.
How many niggas
would it hurt Bethune to stay another year? Like, is Bethune losing? Is Bethune losing out by leaving? By staying another year?
No.
Exactly. Vince, I think, stayed all 4 of his years.
I might have missed Judge his career.
Polk, I know you're not talking about recruiting. I'll talk about it. I just don't want to talk about where this class ends up until I see how many games we win. But anyway, Polk, I know you're not talking about recruiting, but it seems odd again that old Baxter is gonna. I think Baxter's really flirting with Florida State, to be honest with you. I think he grew up an FSU fan. I mean, he committed to Texas, but if you look at Texas, don't we have the same record as Texas, bro? We're both teams are 5-3, and we've played a tougher schedule than Texas. So what is really the benefit of going to Texas? I think he wants to be a no. I think he's looking for a reason for us to not make like he wants to be here, but damn it.
We ain't dropping a bag.
I don't think it got nothing to do with the bag. I think it's like close out. You feel me? Close the deal. Close the deal.
But who's that closer, man? It ain't like we can throw Atkins out there. Like
I'm not going into that. That's where y'all trying to bait me into going, and I'm not doing it. All I'm gonna say is give Alex some goddamn help because he can't be the only guy that closes out on dude.
Hey, we gonna throw Alex in there, but like just bring Alex in all the offensive linemen in there. Hey,
I still got hope for McLean as well. Y'all know how I do. I don't give up on these players too early. When everybody was giving up on Akeem Dent, I said, no. Akeem Dent, hold on now. And now here we are.
You just need to be in the right position.
Wide receiver is a unique position. You really can't name too many guys. I mean, Rashard Green is probably the last guy I think that came in as a freshman at Florida State and was the man from day one. Yes, sir. Go get some drink.
They can say they giving Bijan a Lambo. Hey, I'm saying Bijan may or may not have been sighted riding around in Austin in several different vehicles.
What do you think, Terrence? This is gonna tie in. This is gonna tie in with my question. My first question, and then we'll answer EMG's question. Do you want Jordan Travis to stay another year?
Yes,
I do too. I've pretty much gone on there. At one point, I was kind of done, but I didn't expect the type of growth I seen from him.
Immense, like
just
completely
I didn't expect
different
that.
Quarterback, like from the years past.
Absolutely,
and to say we can have him at what, he gonna be 27, 28,
right? Chris Winkie 2.0. Hell yeah, give me I'll take that.
I think you're talking about a guy who comes back and is probably the best quarterback in the ACC. I mean, you might look at some of the freshmen and the new guys out there. What's the kid at Clemson?
I'm not impressed by him.
I wasn't. Remember I told you I watched him live.
I'm not impressed with him, but Drake
Me and Juerg watched him live.
Drake May at UNC is pretty damn good.
Drake May.
Okay, yeah, UNC he's pretty good. Okay, this is a pretty good game right here. I didn't know this game was about to come on.
Who playing?
Washington and Oregon State. You know, some Pac-12 balls. So you know you're gonna get a 50-50 score.
Whole bunch of points on the board.
Mm-hmm. So the point to this question now: if he does leave, do we hit? First of all, if he leaves, you got to hit the portal.
Yes.
You got to hit the portal. But let's just go with the quarterbacks on the roster, which is only 2 other guys, unless you count Geno, who's a walk-on. You want to see Tate or AJ?
AJ, you want to see AJ?
So that Louisville game don't do nothing for you when it comes to Tate.
Nah. I mean, don't get. He's not trash anymore.
I agree with you, Jonathan.
He's not garbage anymore. But he ain't.
You talking about Makari Vickers? I don't know what's keeping him at Oklahoma because Oklahoma's garbage. I don't know. And here's again, y'all keep trying to bait me into talking recruiting. They could be working behind the scenes to flip some of these kids, right?
We don't know.
That's why I don't want to talk about none of this stuff because I don't know, and I don't want to jump the gun here. Okay, so Zoe and T2Y can link up. That's what's up.
Okay, bet. Yeah,
real
question.
Have a good
time
how there. Deep is Norvell going to go in the transfer portal after the season? You want to talk about that one? You want to jump ahead to next season and talk about how this team may look and where we should?
I mean,
or you still want to? Are you still? I'm asking you. Or you still want to focus on?
I think we've made a living in this portal, man. I don't see us not not delving back into that. Like it's just too much in there for us to just dismiss it. Like
I think there's too much in there for any team for you not to go in there and see what you can get.
Yeah, exactly. So do we go into it? Do we go back into the portal? Yes, obviously.
But what position should we address?
More than likely, if it depends on if Travis goes, we definitely go.
I think whether he stays or goes, you got to start adding another body to that room, bro. You have to add another body, and you ain't gonna recruit one because all the high school quarterbacks are committed to other places.
And that's what there was that one kid that I thought we were getting. That didn't happen. That was some bullshit.
Ooh, that kid that went to Ohio State.
Yeah, I was like, why? Like
the only kid I think we could still maybe pull, and I don't know this for a fact, but the Emory Williams kid that's committed to Miami, he's from the Panhandle, if I'm not mistaken.
You think we can snatch him up from there?
Because they already got another quarterback committed. Rashad is already committed there, and he's ranked way higher. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you convince him, hey, you can go to Miami and be second fiddle, or you can come here and be the guy of this class.
Our guy in this class.
Yeah, right. So
I can see that working out. I wouldn't mind hitting the portal, man. It's a lot of guys that are going to be in there. And as you saw with guys like Juerg, it's some top-notch guys that end up hitting the portal that I wouldn't mind seeing, end up at Florida State. It's number 9. But and like I said, at the end of the day, it's like who's going to be available though.
Well, that's the thing about the portal; you never know. But I guarantee you, there's going to be plenty names and plenty bodies in there. I mean, you look at Florida; they already started losing some of their guys.
Okay, and then
at this point, it's pretty well known that Knighton's going to be in the portal. The thing about Knighton is he has no spot on Florida State. We don't really need him, if I'm being honest with you. We don't need him. Not saying Knighton's not a good player. We just don't need him.
It doesn't make sense to go ahead and spend scholarship at running back again.
Yeah, we don't need him.
Unless, especially if Well, especially if like you said, we're getting into recruiting at
And
this
then
point.
maybe if we get Baxter,
if Baxter's coming,
we already got one running back committed who's really good.
What we
and
talking
then,
about? Oh, yo, we got the
high
fast
school kid,
the fast kid.
Yeah, the fast kid. I always forget his name. Is it Smothers? Y'all, I think it's Smothers.
I don't know,
but I always forget
though.
his name. And then you got Keziah Holmes, like at a Penn State, who already transferred to you, who just not eligible this year. We loaded at running back. Zoe thinks both Bethune and Deloach leave. It's possible, but a Gainer still has eligibility, which is actually kind of insane to me. That Amari Gainer still can play college football.
How old is Amari?
Amari got.
It's a lot of guys. Like
that COVID year, bro. That COVID year really helped teams.
I guess it did. CJ Campbell. Singleton, yeah, Sam Singleton.
Is it Singleton?
Yeah, everybody says like
Smothers was the other guy I think we was recruiting. I always confused the two because they were supposed to like commit at the same time. So I always confused the two. So it's either Singleton or Smothers that I was talking about. Whoever the QB coach is, he did a hell of a job with Travis. Burrell's the odd man out. Can't get snaps at wide receiver. Burrell might maybe they move him to like an H-back. They could move Burrell into the role that they use a Wyatt Rector. Possible.
That would be a hell of an athlete to have there. No?
They'll be saying I've been dropping $10 a month on that NIL. Man, okay. I'm glad you have been doing that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I ain't donating to none of that. I'm being honest with you. Makari Vickers. Wilson, you're not getting Wilson because Vickers is a possibility. He's committed to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is not good.
They trash.
Wilson's committed to Georgia. So, yeah, good luck with that.
Debo Samuels. That's
if you add a QB body, they ain't gonna be a starter quality. And if you add one to compete with Tate and Duffy, whoever finishing third is leaving after the spring ain't gonna add I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think Duffy goes anywhere. And Tate, if Tate is bold enough to hit the portal, then God be with you, Tate. Just seriously. If Rodemaker's bold enough to hit the portal, then you take that chance.
Rodemaker got a half a football.
You have to add competition to the room because you never know how injuries are going to strike. We cannot go into next year with just 3 scholarship quarterbacks again.
We end up remember what was that NC State that ended up playing linebacker at quarterback?
I think it was Virginia that was like that.
I think NC State did it too.
Maryland, you gotta add a body, even if you you gotta add somebody that can compete and do some things.
Maryland had that linebacker playing quarterback.
I know for
Travis
fact,
J to play quarterback.
They might. Jay could be the guy that
start dotting motherfuckers up.
Might. So you know how Atkins does. Atkins is definitely gonna get a couple O linemen out the portal. I guarantee you that. They're gonna need to get DBs. Probably a tight end, even though I hear they really are high on Brian Courtney. They're just not ready to play him, which makes sense because
that the kid?
Brian Courtney's Go ahead.
Who was the quarterback? The guy who was playing quarterback.
That's Brian Courtney. That was the kid that's like the biggest dude on the field. Yeah, he was the biggest dude on the field. Just Tim Tebow and everybody in high school. Yeah,
he was wild out there though.
That's him.
He was bigger, faster, and stronger than everything on the field. He was playing against Archie Mann, baby Archie competition out there. Just running through everybody.
Jen, I've already said I think Verse comes back. But yes, Verse has this year, next year, and another year if he so chooses.
Because he's a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, he now I highly doubt he stays all 3 years, right? Nah. After next year, I think he's gone for sure. How's Duffy doing at Nebraska? Did you mean Chubba Purdy? Because Duffy's with
Purdy
us.
is
Speaking of
Purdy.
Purdy, I heard he
Purdy,
had
fourth string.
I think he was like fourth string. I think he played a few games, but Purdy should have stayed at Florida State if we're being honest.
And did what?
Still, he should have stayed.
I'll say this. I think he saw like Travis had a headlock on the QB position, and barring injury, he wasn't going to see no time. And even then, it just wasn't enough of a commitment made to him. He didn't know when Travis was going to be gone. Hell, we don't know when Travis leaving.
I mean, I get it, bro. I get it. Like, it's a new age, but sometimes you got to stand pat. I think Boston College is going to come up short here on the comeback. What's up, Peter? 3 QB rooms is a new reality with the portal. Unless the fourth guy's a true freshman, you don't need to carry 4 quality guys. Man, give me 4 quality guys. But I hear you, Bradley. I'm about competition. Been a minute. What's up, RD? It has been a minute. How you been? A Chubba like a third or fourth. NFL pay pass rushers 4 or 5 tech with any band gets paid. I think verse gone. Here, so yeah, I don't know. You say NFL pays pass rushers. NFL pays quarterbacks. NFL's leaning towards offensive players. Jermaine Johnson was a top. Remember, Jermaine Johnson was a top 10 pick, and where'd he fall to?
Yeah, they did my boy wrong.
What the hell you think is going to happen to Verse with 1 year of real tape that he didn't play all the games because of injury? The dude's going to fall. It would be a mistake. It would just be a mistake.
Does Verse test better though?
I think Verse is going to test. I think he's an athlete for sure. I think Verse is going to test well. I think Verse is going to test well. But the notion that with 1 year at Florida State that he's going to, I mean, I think there's a lot more, unless he's worried about injuring himself again, which injury is always a possibility, right? So I understand it. But unless he's worried about injuring himself again, I don't think you benefit by I think you get more on the back end than if you leave now. That's just me. Give me 2 years of tape on versus 1 year where he played
half a season. Right,
where he missed 3-4 games or whatever it was. You feel me? So
and then some of the games he was on the field, like I'm half the game.
And some of the games he was on the field, he wasn't 100% healthy. So he, again, I know people are talking a lot about Verse, and I'm telling you what's going to happen because I've seen it a million times in college, and not college ball, but the mock draft. They're going to pin this guy as a top 20 pick. He's going to declare, and then they're going to pick apart that tape. And he's got a lot of things that you can pick apart. Purdy would have played at least 3 games last year. Assuming JT comes back, would he be a top 5 QB? I believe Jordan Travis. And this is kind of wild to say, but I think he's a top 10 quarterback in the country right now in terms of stats, QBR, completion percentage, and all of that.
Would we talk about Jordan Travis being in the Heisman conversation?
It's not out of the realm of possibility. For him to be in the Heisman conversation, he would have to use his legs more.
Yeah, we need to see 600-700 yards rushing.
And this year, he's almost been determined to not use his legs.
Has that been to a detriment of?
I don't know if I can say it's been to a detriment because people spent the last 2-3 years saying he need to stay in the pocket and make plays. I was one of them.
Yeah,
it's one of the reasons why I don't criticize him for not running. because I like to see him step up in the pocket and make these plays. There are plays, though, however, where I feel like if he decided to use his legs, it would be effective. I think he wanted to make a point this year. I think he's purposely not running. Personally, I think he purposely doesn't run to prove people that he can throw from the pocket. For him to win the Heisman, he would have to put it all together. We would have to get the Jordan Travis we see this year combined with the Jordan Travis we saw the last 2 years.
Hey, here's a good question. We're a little bit past the halfway mark. Where are we on those predictions? Where are you at yardage wise?
Let me look. I said Jordan Travis would have like 2,500 yards or something.
I said
like
3,500 or something.
Yeah,
right?
you said I don't think he's close to that, but I'll check.
I ain't saying he's close to it. I mean,
no, I'm just saying. I'm gonna check. Let's see what he got. What's Jordan Travis at? I think everybody was off on his running yards because he hasn't ran at all. I don't think Jordan Travis has. I don't even think Jordan Travis, and I haven't even seen the stats yet, but I don't think he has
200.
I don't think he has 100. I don't think Jordan Travis has 100 yards. But we're finished. Okay, I got it, and I'm gonna pull his stat. Let me share the screen. Hold on. So Jordan Travis has 62 completion percentage, 2,000 yards, 14 and 3.
What did you say?
It's right there on the screen.
I can't see it, man. It's kind of a little blurry,
Oh shit.
I'll make this a little bit bigger.
So for the season, he's at 2,057 yards, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Okay. What about the rushing yards?
That's what I'm finna look up. Rushing, 215.
I was right, motherfucker. Because he had that long one, bro.
Yeah, he had like a 75
the 71,
yard.
yeah.
He had like a 75 yard one.
Gotcha, bitch.
So yeah, I mean,
3,000 still on the board. 3,500 still on the board. Nah. 3,500 yards. 3,500 yards.
Say that one more time.
3,500 yards still on the board, right? Hey, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scanning for some shit. Let me take that off the screen.
But yeah, 3,500 yards still on the board. 1,000 more yards
in 4 games.
1,000 yards. Yeah,
in 4 games. So he have to average what over those 4 games?
250.
Okay, he might get. He might.
Well. It's really 1,300, 300 yards total. 300 total yards. 250 rushing. I can see him popping out 1,200 yards in 4 games, 4 or 5 games. 5, yes, technically 5.
Okay. Which would be a huge mistake.
You got that Buffalo Trace bourbon? Who said they was drinking that?
Oh, what's up, Melly Mel? I got I'm on the Jack Daniels myself. I think Terrance is on that pure white.
Hennessy pure white.
He on that pure white. I got 3 of those bottles back there, and none of them are open.
Yeah, I'm running low. Actually, let me send a text message. My mama on a cruise.
This man said Miami by 30. Miami ain't scored 30 points in 5 weeks. How the hell they gonna win by 30?
Combined. Have they scored? How much they scored the past 2 games? Bro, I know they had 12 last week in that impressive victory over Virginia in quadruple overtime. Ten OT. That was crazy. They went to 4 overtimes and they only scored 12 points, bro. How is that possible? question: we had this much confidence in this game. Are we entering the Florida game with the same amount of confidence?
Yeah, I don't really see why not. I've said this before. The only thing about Florida is I feel like they've played a tougher schedule. They're a little bit more.
You say than us?
I mean, than Miami. I'm comparing them to Miami, not us.
Okay.
And I feel like that we can't present anything that they haven't seen. I mean, they've literally played Tennessee and Georgia and LSU, right? So Florida's a little bit different. I'm more worried about Florida, I'll be honest with you, than I am worried about any team on the remainder of the schedule, if I'm being honest. They have some athletes and
of course the Anthony Richardson factor.
Right. And just the dynamic of him. He's not a good quarterback, but the dude can run.
He's what Tim Tebow was.
I don't even think he's not even Tim Tebow.
He's worse thrower than Tim Tebow?
Yeah.
Damn. That's saying a lot.
Just my opinion, though, you know.
I was a NFL Tebow fan. I like to see guys like that win in the NFL. I fucking hated him when he was at Florida.
What uniforms are we wearing tomorrow? I think I heard something about Miami might be wearing like they're all blacks. So I don't know.
Can we rock the all white?
We should have. I would have rather us wear the all whites with white helmets in this game than that ugly uniform they threw out there last week. I didn't like it.
Well, you got to also think about it this way.
The garnet with the white helmet. I don't like that.
We finna be in that heat. We need to stay as cool as possible. Wait, the game at night?
Yeah, it's at night. It's at 8 o'clock.
Right.
You know, Miami not used to being on prime time, but because they're playing the boys, they ain't gonna be on prime time.
Aren't they blessed and highly favored to have us come visit Doak South?
Personally, I don't. If it ain't the all white uniform, it should be gold helmets all the time. Like,
you don't like the black helmet?
Which one? The one that like fades to garnet? There's two black helmets. There's the
fade to garnet one.
Yeah, the fade to garnet one. It's not really, to be honest with you. No.
I kind of liked it, man. I've been looking because I think I want to do a helmet case in my garage, and I think that's what I want to. I want to have like a couple of different FSU ones. Obviously, the Panthers. Then like family members that play, or whatever I can get signed from other players. Stuff like that.
I had a helmet case, and these fools broke it.
I need to get I tell you, when P-Dub, I don't know if he's still living in Atlanta. I used to bump into him at this lounge, man, like every other week almost. Like,
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, I remember. You remember Keenan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Keenan used to go to this lounge, man. He used to do like a live band karaoke, and P-Dub would be there all the time. And I don't know, it just never. I don't know. I feel like at that point, man, I'm out to have a good time. This man out here having a good time. It never occurred to me to actually ask for his signature.
That just means you a real dude and not like a groupie.
Like yeah, it's like,
and
I'm a big fan. Like,
of course, but like, you don't want to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was like, yo, shit, that's P-Dub.
You're not feeling like in the middle of some shit. Hey,
I even had that. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta be cool with it. I
feel like you Peter Juerg, bro. Like, are you like, hey, okay, that's what's up, man. But yeah, it was just funny. Do we have a side? Yeah, this is a side game. This is always a side game. Beating Miami is always a side game. They starting to take up. Although in the next couple of years we might have half their football field.
Read the comment section, Terrence. I'm doing something right now.
Yeah. Oh, we're favored, so it's not a side game. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought since it was a rivalry game, and it's a way rivalry game that it's a side game. But okay. Have we had a side game this year?
A side
Clemson,
game. I think was it I believe they made LSU a side
LSU.
game. I think they made LSU a side game.
I
Louisville
could see
might have
that
been a
being one.
side game.
Louisville,
I mean, yeah, it was an away game.
ranked team. I see that.
I don't know if they were ranked at the time. No, they weren't ranked because they had lost to Syracuse. But I don't know. I'm almost positive though LSU was one.
Yeah, it should have been. I can see that being. But yeah, and they talk about you bumping into players and now the thing is I see enough players there. It's like okay, whatever. Like, like you really don't want to bother those guys in those situations. Like even when I like Adrian, I'm a big Cam fan. I bumped into him out in Atlanta.
You bumping into every motherfucking ball.
Had to play, but you gotta you play it cool, especially you in a cigar lounge type area.
Louisville was ranked. I don't think they was ranked.
Yeah, they was ranked.
They had lost. They had got blown out by Syracuse. Y'all sure they was ranked?
They was still in the top 25, ain't it?
Were they? I don't think they were, but I could be wrong.
Wait, they got blown out by Syracuse before us?
Yeah, that was the first game they played of the season.
Well, maybe Louisville wasn't ranked. I don't know.
think Louisville was ranked.
But it was 3-point spread. Well, whether or not I could see how this would possibly be one, just because it's a rivalry game and it's away. I could always see those games being side games. But if not, who cares? Let's handle business. Like I said, 42-20. And a defensive touchdown. I want that to be on the board. When y'all watch the game, be on the lookout for the defensive touchdown. And be like, you know what? Pheonix said that, he said that they was going to score on defense.
You're going to stop calling that man Tate Manning. I know that.
Hey. He looked like a Manning, though. He don't look like a Manning.
Who?
When he's standing there, like, he built like one.
Jerry Jones pick 6 in what game?
Oh, stop it.
Y'all, we're going too far now, people.
I didn't say Jerry Jones. I said we was going to score a defensive touchdown.
We're going too
Jerry
far.
Jones is a reach.
Y'all have lost y'all's damn mind.
Real talk. I met somebody from where Jerry from.
Jerry Jones pick 6.
I was talking about Florida State football, dude, and this dude was just talking to me. I was like, yeah, man. Like, I talk on my friend's show sometimes, and we, a couple players we try to talk positively about it, but man, Jerry Jones is a kid. Like, I just can't get. He's like, oh yeah, no, I know him. Like, I was like, oh my bad. Like, well. He was like, no, he be bought. No, I think he brought up. He was like, yeah, he transferred out there. His name's Jerry. I was like, Jones. It's like we try to talk nicely about the kid, but yeah, he ain't doing his best right now. I'm
gonna answer Jen's question because I don't even know why we talking about Jerry. I think this is the most healthy we've been in a long time. I don't know if anybody's gonna. I mean, other than like Winston Wright, right? Winston Wright probably not gonna play, but he hasn't played all year. I think we're about as healthy as we've been. I expect Lovett to play. I expect Treshaun Ward to play. I think we're good.
Renardo did drop that pick 6. Renardo had a pick 6, drop that motherfucker. If Jerry Jones gets a pick 6, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
I'll shut my mouth about him. I guess
you can.
If he gets
is he coming back next year?
I'm pretty sure he's eligible to come back next year. I don't know where he's going, so I'm gonna say yeah, he's coming back next year. He ain't going to no NFL, so
damn. One more year. It's like Chris Ricks, he's a defensive Chris Ricks. Like it's just like he's not done yet. Off a fumble. You think so? If I'll pull out some helmet stickers. I'll go buy a helmet and give him a helmet sticker if Jerry Jones gets a pick six. How about that?
If he gets 2 picks, if Jerry gets 2 picks, he's getting a helmet sticker. If Jerry Jones gets 1 pick, I will give him a helmet sticker. I'll tell you that right now.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, if he gets 1 pick tomorrow, he'll get
because he can get an interception. He's okay,
not. And I'm being fair. That means I'm being fair. If he gets 1 pick, pick.
I think it'll mean he gets some. He's gotten a pick in another game, hasn't he? He's gotten a couple.
The only pick I remember Jerry getting was against Sam Howell last year.
Sam Howell was giving shit away though.
That's the only pick I remember Jerry getting.
Sam Howell.
Jerry Jones gets 1 pick. I will give him a helmet sticker. Just one. Just pick off Jake or TVD 1 time, and you'll get one.
Lewis, what was?
And that's even if we lose the game, I'll still give him a helmet sticker.
Nah, fuck that. This Ohio State kid at the end. What happened? What did he do? What I miss?
Ohio State kid. What Ohio State kid?
I gotta look it up.
He's playing this year, or you said he may have had the best game ever for a DN. What's his stat line then?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. What happened?
What's up?
What, he had like 6 sacks or something? Like a couple interceptions? Like what are you saying? What are you saying right now? Was we talking about against Penn State?
It's gonna happen now because you've been stingy with them stickers and you don't show Jones no love.
Hey, they be mad at you about them stickers, bro.
Please, y'all know I want Jerry and Jones. Please,
that is a nice stat line though. Old boy had 3 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions.
Oh damn!
Hey, 6'4", 269. That's a nice little stat line.
When you said the 2 interceptions, I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, he was making plays like JT Tuamalo.
I know earlier you was like, how in the hell Gainer still eligible? That damn Wake Forest QB. Yeah, no, I get it, man. That COVID year had gave everybody extra life. So the linebacker position might not be as bad if we do lose both linebackers. I kind of think in a perfect world, right, we keep both of them. I do think you lose at least one of them. But I don't think if either one of them came back, it would hurt them. But I also understand. So with those linebackers, I think if they come back, it won't hurt them. But I also think if they were to leave, like, put it like this, coming back doesn't hurt them, but I don't think coming back helps them either. Like, I kind of think they kind of are what they are. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much better Bethune or Deloach can really play to get them to like a big time status. I think both of them are 3rd, 4th round picks anyway. So
here's a good question. What does Travis have to do to be a NFL prospect?
If he can win a Heisman or at least be in the conversation, he might turn some heads. I don't know. I'll say this is what's working in Travis's favor. I thought Jalen Hurts was going to be a terrible NFL quarterback. Like if you would have told me, I thought Jalen Hurts was going to be like out of the league in 2 or 3 years.
He's doing pretty well.
Yeah. So with that being said,
if there was ever a running quarterback that was a game manager, I feel like it's him.
Travis?
No, Hurts.
Oh, Hurts. Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if Hurts can be a NFL guy, I mean, maybe he gets with the right coach, and maybe Travis can actually do something in the league. I wouldn't put it past him. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Jordan Travis is the next coming of Russell Wilson or anything like that, but
nah, I wouldn't say that.
Hurts proved me wrong, so you never know.
Russell Wilson isn't the next coming of Russell Wilson. So. I think that's been proven.
He's been terrible this year, but you can't discount the previous 10 years he's played or whatever it's been.
Maybe it was the system.
Maybe it was Pete Carroll. I already told y'all what Adam Fuller got to do to get a sticker. But I also told y'all that I think Adam Fuller's getting a bad rap. And I think he's a lot better of a coach than we gave him credit for previously. Let me run that by you, Terrence. I don't know if you heard me talk about this last night. I know you were on a little bit for last night, but I don't know how.
It just popped in for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how. We give Adam Fuller a lot of, but if you look at these defensive numbers this year, we're a top 25 defense.
Yes, we are.
And I would argue, let me ask you this. I want to ask you a question. Who on this, when you look at this defense, especially the secondary, I want to ask you, and we don't cause a lot of turnovers, right?
Nope, we do not.
So we think we have some NFL players, but
we do.
We need a little bit more seasoning with like a verse or.
I think we have 5 NFL players
on the defense. Name them. I'm interested
Verse,
to see what you say. Okay.
Jamie.
You think Jamie? People are higher on Jamie than I am, and I've always kind of had that stance. I think Jamie's a hell of a.
I think the right people are higher on him.
I think Jamie's a hell of a college safety. I
think Dent is a NFL level.
I think Dent will have a better NFL career than Jamie does.
Yeah, he has the tools, the physical.
That's just
tools,
me though.
Better physical tools. Peyton, obviously.
Okay, I don't really count Peyton because he's not a starter.
But it's hard. Counting him is. But and then we can go into the trenches. I think it gets a little fishy down there.
Right. So my point.
I want to say that there's a couple of defensive tackles that I think, but I don't want to throw it out there, and then I think it'd be a bit of a reach.
My point is, I feel like Adam Fuller has done a lot with this defense, with really his best talent to me is the youngest guy, the young guys, and I feel like he's done a lot with this defense. But I don't know if he's had a really an elite level talent at any one position. Some good talent,
very good talent, man.
But no one's elite. Verse is good, but he's not elite yet. Pat is good, but he's not elite yet. I think Fuller's maybe a little better than we give him credit for. That's me though. That's me. And I can't even believe I'm saying that because I've blamed Adam Fuller for a lot of our woes.
You definitely have.
I have not been an Adam Fuller fan at all, but I just really got to call it how I see it.
I'm trying to think who else I want to say. I mean, and he's cool. I want to say cool.
Robert Cooper? Which Coop we talking about? Or Amarion Cooper?
I do. Amarion.
Amarion hasn't played well this year, though.
That's a weird thing to me.
I think it's been hurt. I think it's a mix of injury and that sophomore slump we talk about. That Amarion hasn't played that well this year.
And the thing is, I was really high on him early on. That's what it was for me. I was really high on him early on. So now it's it's tough to just back off of that. And I mean Robert isn't a far-fetched thing to me.
I think he'll play in the league as he'll be a guy that can eat the gaps and stuff, but I think a lot of people expect more from Robert Cooper and just not really getting it.
I mean, but we have been, freaking. Well, what do you think about Fabian Lovett?
I like Fabian. He has more tools than Robert for sure. More versatility. Can play some different positions amongst the D line. But I don't think he's a first or second round guy. I think
I'm not saying he's our first or second round.
I think you can get a Fabian Lovett in the third, fourth, fifth round. If I'm being honest with you,
yeah.
I think Fabian would be lucky if he went in the third round. Honestly,
yeah.
And that's not a knock on Fabian. I think he's been absolutely outstanding when he's been healthy. It's just the nature of the beast. I don't think Jamie and Asante are really in the same.
They're not the same, bro. Asante's ball skills was
if I'm being honest with you,
Asante has shown since he's been in the league, his ball skills are far and beyond what Jamie got. it's real cool to see him play that way. Like it's his ball skills are way.
Man said I look like Russell, boy. Don't disrespect me like that.
Dad, you said don't disrespect you.
I'm comfortable enough in my masculinity that I'm not saying Russell's a bad looking dude, but
he's like, but I am who I am.
But I don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh man.
Now, if I can get Sierra like him,
you know.
Oh, my wife might be watching this. Let me hush.
Ooh, hey.
Let me chill, man. If I get in trouble,
get cut.
Them Belgrade women don't play.
Oh, that was she from? Oh Lord.
Thought you knew that.
I know you from Belgrade.
Yeah. 28-14 on UF. 1 minute. I have ball. I'm changing my Miami prediction to whatever.
Oh, he played NCAA.
Oh, you playing NCAA? Okay.
Yeah, he played NCAA. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I didn't know. I was like, wait a minute, what? I got you, Tony.
I thought he was giving us a scenario the first time I read it. I was like, what?
I'm right there with you, POLK. Fuller is mounting a sneaky, efficient D. Done really well to Taylor's scheme around deficiencies. Yeah, I'm with. Yeah, we're on the same page. Like, I know people want us to do a lot of stuff, but do we have the personnel to do some of the stuff that they want?
Honestly, though, when I saw us blitz Georgia Tech, I was like, yo. That's
like, seriously, like, what's the biggest knock on Fuller? Like, people want to knock Fuller for certain things, and I'm like, some of that stuff has to do with the players we have on the team. You know what Florida State plays most of the time? We play cover 2 man. I thought that's what an FSU defense was supposed to do. Man up across the board and play 2 high safety.
We the better athletes.
I thought that's what we've done for 30 years. Our DBs are a little bit inefficient, if we're being honest. But Fuller plays the defense we want him to run. Get pressure with the front 4, play cover 2. That's what we do. But people want to talk about Fuller is this and Fuller is that. I'm not afraid. One thing about me is I'm not afraid to say when I'm rolling about something
right now.
Huh?
What the fuck? What show am I on right now?
I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy to say that, but people, we say things and we don't really even. A lot of people say things and they don't even know what they're watching. Florida State primarily gets pressure with the front 4, plays
especially
cover
on
2,
the edge, collapsing the pocket up the middle.
Plays cover 2 man, and guess what they've done for the last 32 years? Get pressure with the front 4 and play man across the board
and make plays,
jumping
routes,
with 2 deep safeties. But for some reason, all of a sudden, we want Fuller to blitz a bunch more, and we want him to.
We used to blitz was the star.
Thank you. And we want him to call more zone, and we want him to do this, and we want to.
Well, here's the kind of argument to that.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't have those players on the field anymore. We don't have Jalen Ramseys. We don't have
fair.
We don't have the DeMarcus Walkers. We don't have those guys. We have had some of those guys on the edge, but we haven't had the DeMarcus Walkers that we line up on a passing down in the middle, and they're gonna provide some type of pass rush up the middle, because guys are easily stepping up into the pocket against us. That's the other part about it. We haven't had the guys to really collapse the middle of the pocket. That's really where I think we've hurt the most.
I agree.
In all honesty, when it comes to this, and then just a lack of awareness at the linebacker position as well, because I feel like we get torn up in the middle of the field, which is why that 2 deep ain't helping as much, because the linebackers aren't able to, handle things as far as in coverage. But when we get into all of that, like, you have to adjust. And I think that's what everybody kind of wants. Like, if we're not getting that pressure up the middle that we need, so that our DNs, who we've had, we need to send somebody up the middle. We need to blitz. And when I saw
but this is all about,
when I saw Lundy blitzing up the middle in that game against Georgia Tech, I know it was Georgia Tech, but these are things where
on the same page we on. Corey Hall know what Florida State been running for the last 30 years. Bro.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but go ahead, bro.
But I just feel like people are seeing that and like, damn, why we can't do that all the time?
But see, my kind of argument to that is, again, like, do we have guys that play zone? Like,
Does it necessarily require us to play zone?
In certain aspects, it does. Like what you're talking about, and it's like, especially if you're gonna blitz more. If you're gonna blitz more,
I think
so
teams will
what
struggle
happens when you
to handle 5?
What happens when you blitz more and you don't get home? Even if you're just blitzing 5, you leaving the tight end open most likely. Like
you don't have to be leaving the tight end open.
Well, you leaving somebody open if you blitz 5 and don't get home.
Cover 1
and don't get home. We don't play cover 1. I mean, you can say that, but we don't.
And that's what I'm saying.
And when we do blitz, we're usually blitzing the safety or the corner. Usually we blitzing Jamie, if we being honest.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We saw guys like Bethune and Lundy be excellent.
They are good at it. I'm not knocking.
And it was just like, whoa, where did that even come from?
My point is the personnel has to matter. Briley made a good point a little bit earlier. If you don't, we haven't had Fabian Lovett. There you go. We haven't had Fabian Lovett for a majority of this year.
Rainbow.
You start blitzing, and like you was pointing out, if you can't collapse the pocket and you start blitzing, and they pick up the blitz without Fabian Lovett as somebody that can actually collapse that pocket,
I hear you.
You're screwed on the back end. So my point is, we want to crush Adam Fuller, and I was one of the ones that was crushing him, so I won't take.
Fuck him.
But Florida State for 30-some odd years have been cover 2, getting pressure with the front 4. Of course, we would blitz every now and then. I'm not saying Mickey Andrews never blitzed or anything like that. I mean, that'd be stupid of me to say.
Mickey blitz.
but for the most part, what do? We let Wadsworth and Boulware, Warner, Bjorn Warner, we let them boys get pressure with the front 4. Even Mark Stoops was on the same too high man coverage on the outside. Like, that's just what we've always run. I thought that was always Florida State football.
Yeah.
We don't have the DBs, I think, is the issue. I think our guys on the outside, not our safeties per se, but our guys on the outside, I believe, has been the issue, which is why if you're going to blitz more, you better have the athletes to make it. That's what I'm saying. We don't have the guys on the outside. You're going to blitz. Y'all want to call for blitzes, and then when they start blitzing and boys getting beat deep, then they're going to say, well, Adam Fuller sucks, and he don't do this, and he don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, well, we'll see what happens. I would like to see it sometimes.
Tony said, all right, his score prediction was 35-14. I'm guessing that's how much he beat Florida by.
That's 21 points. I'll take that. I want to see 40
points. When you blitz, you have to replace it. So it might be a too high and they rotate one robber, most likely cover 2. I agree to a certain degree, Pope.
Hey,
but
who's this Corey Hall guy?
Corey Hall, Corey's always in here, man. Corey know what he be talking about. I agree to a certain degree, Polk, but TVD and Garcia are clueless on how to. Well, that's a whole different conversation. So we're not even necessarily.
That's true.
Yeah, we're not even necessarily talking about Miami. We're just simply talking about Florida State. If you want to dig into actually the Miami aspect of it, I don't give a damn what defense we see play.
Garcia,
I'll be honest with you. I don't care what defense we play. If I'm being honest with you,
if we see Garcia on the field, I want him to blitz like a motherfucker.
I'm about to say, if Garcia is playing, I would blitz him to the motherfucking
cows came home.
I was gonna say to the stadium lights went off. Like you blitz Garcia, make him. He's gonna have to
San Francisco 49ers and turn them bitches off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make Garcia prove he can beat you. I would blitz him all night. But I don't think Adam Cole would do it. But I would.
He can't beat you. Like he's not. No.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Darnell Dockett, boy, that was my dog.
There's a bunch of guys I can name that we would go front 4, bro, and just get pressure. Again, I'm not saying Mickey didn't blitz like Insane Mob trying to insinuate. Of course, Mickey blitzed.
Well, here's a question.
But he also didn't have to blitz.
I have a question for you, and I think I know the answer. But if you could take any position group and trade it out with this team and say, "Hey, we might win the national championship, or we're going to compete," what position group would you trade out with what we have here and say, "Hey, we're going to be this team. We're going to win the ACC."
This team.
What position group?
I hate to say it. And I can use any.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Hold on, am I just going position group or can I go specific players? Or a specific player.
It can be a specific player.
Because if I go a specific player,
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
Jordan Travis has been amazing. But if you give me Jameis, we win in the ACC. Jameis and Johnny Wilson would be a hell of a combo, bro. I'm telling you right now. Jameis and Johnny Wilson would kill the game.
Let me reposition this. We can't trade out Travis. Jordan Travis is our quarterback.
Okay, so if we can't do Travis,
what position group are we talking about? I see DB's kicker, DB's DL kicker, O-line.
Definitely, if I could get that, if I could get that DB room, I mean, we might be pretty sick. I would even argue
one? The 2013 DB room.
How far back are we going?
We can go back where you want to go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of DB rooms that I could pick.
Remember we had PJ Williams, Xavier Rose, and who else was in that group? Darby. That's just a corner. That was in 2011, 2012, right?
2012 is when Xavier Rhodes and PJ.
Darby.
I think Darby.
Ramsey wasn't there yet.
No, Ramsey wasn't there. But they had
Joyner was there. Brooks
Terrence,
was there.
They had Terrence Parks at one of the safeties. Joyner was there. I think 12 was also the last year Greg Reed
Terrence
played.
Brooks, bro.
No, Terrence Parks.
Brooks was there too. There,
he might have been there, but he wasn't the starter. Parks was the starter. Yeah, number 4.
or
was that Nick Moody? Might have been actually Nick Moody.
I was about to say, I remember Nick being there.
Moody might have been. There. No, Moody might. I think Moody was 2010. I think Moody was 2010. But I gotta go with DB or O-line. I think the O-line has actually not been a terrible thing this year, but shoot, give me 2013's O-line. Travis could have a field day. These running backs could have a damn field day with Brian Stork and the boys up front.
What about D-line? I've seen D-line a couple times.
I've seen D-line a couple times.
Not even 2013, but just if we had some of the D-lines that we had, dude,
we'd be creating some pressure.
Having Tank and Warner, Bjorn Warner on the edge right now, even though Versus there. Imagine having two Tank. Not only was Tank, but who was that got injured? It wasn't supposed to be Tank Carradine.
Everett Brown.
Everett Brown was better than Warner.
Yeah, Everett Brown the year before had 12, 13 sacks or something like that. Yeah. And then he got hurt. No, take it back. It wasn't Everett Brown. It was Brandon Jennings. His last name was Jennings. I think it was Brandon. I think his name might have been Brandon Jennings. Y'all know who I'm talking about in the chat.
Yeah.
It wasn't Everett Brown.
It was Brandon Jennings.
It was Jennings.
It was Brandon Jennings.
Jennings was the guy who had 12 sacks the year before. Yeah, and he got hurt. And so that's how they got.
I think I had made a bet that Warner would have 15 sacks, and he got close to it.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga did what?
No, what? I don't know. You just gotta say, I
heard he was like
Brandon Jenkins, Brandon Jenkins.
Yeah.
I knew it was Brandon Jennings or something like that. But yeah, Brandon Jenkins. So yeah, you're right. D-line is definitely. You can go D-line, you can go DB, you can go O-line.
Yeah, you add Jameis to this team. Obviously, we probably in the national.
My first thought was if you give me Jameis, this team can win the ACC.
And that's why I said I knew where he was going to go. But I was like, maybe I should change this, but I'm gonna let it go since I already started.
Wait a minute. I'll go a step further, and this is actually crazy to say. Dalvin Cook never played behind a line as good as the one we have right now. The line, the O-line we have right now is better than any O-line Dalvin Cook ever played.
Better than the 14 O-line? No, he wasn't. This line wasn't better than 2014 O-line. No.
That O-line, that 2014 O-line was not the same O-line.
It's better than this one.
With Stork. Is it? Maybe. But Dalvin Cook also wasn't the starter in that.
But we still had 3 NFL players on that line.
Who?
Rod, Cam,
and
Bobby
Hart.
Bobby Hart, and somebody else was still there.
No, that's it.
Who was the right tackle? That was hard, right?
That was Bobby Hart.
Somebody else. Watson, not Watson. Watson?
I don't think Menelik Watson played that year. I think that's earlier. Watson didn't.
Yeah, maybe it's somebody else that was there.
Maybe what you call it?
It was a guard, bro.
The guard.
It was a guard. I can't remember his
name.
Not
Matthias, but the other one. What's the other damn guard's name?
I'm for the find it. Give me a second. I got you.
Not Jose Matthias, but the other one. I forget his name. Shit.
It's Josu. Trey Jackson.
Trey Jackson. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Trey Jackson.
But yeah.
Yeah. So you running out.
You right. That
line was it.
Had players.
Shit, that team was still lit, bro.
That team was still lit. It just didn't have the leadership that it needed to do what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody. Ramsey hadn't really stepped into that leadership
role.
No
Telvin, no Stork.
Yeah, we was hurting that linebacker. Terrance Smith was the only guy really stepping
But my point is, once Dalvin hit his stride, because he wasn't that guy in 14. He was that guy in 15 and 16. Look what our running backs are doing now. What if you put Dalvin behind this offensive line?
He still put it this way: if Dalvin's in this is playing against this schedule, we're undefeated. I love. Like,
I think Dalvin would single. Yeah, I think. I don't
Dalvin
know if
beats all these teams.
I don't know if we're undefeated, but Dalvin would have single-handedly beat NC State for sure.
He beats Clemson.
He may have beat Clemson.
He almost beat a lesser Clemson team by his
At worst, we're definitely like just a 2-loss.
And he doesn't struggle like we did against Wake Forest to establish the run. Was that? Yeah, we didn't have a running game against. Was that Wake Forest?
Yeah, we couldn't. I think it was Wake. We couldn't run the ball. Might have been.
Pretty sure.
Our home game. I don't know if y'all seen the home schedule for next year. It's a cakewalk.
I'll take it.
So 6. I almost think we got 6 guaranteed games at home next year, y'all.
I hear you. So Miami's on that schedule. That's a cakewalk. You right. That's about it.
Here's the thing about Miami. I'm not doubting. Like I can troll and give Miami a hard time. But if what's going to happen at Miami seems to be what's going to happen, they're going to lose about 20 guys at a minimum out of the portal this year. Mario's got to rebuild that thing. So next year is not going to be this magical comeback year. They might win another 7, games or something. Like they're going to have to rebuild.
I'll put it this way: we lost the Wake, right? Trayshawn Ward led us in rushing yards, 87 yards. For one, we're not dependent upon any backup running backs. We giving all 20 carries, 25 carries to him.
Dalvin giving straight 30
carries. Ain't no Benson.
Nope.
Like he getting 25 plus carries, plus let's throw in about 5 to 6 catches. So you telling me he's not give me 200 yards, 150 yards against Wake Forest? Against Wake Forest?
He might.
We're not losing to Wake Forest with him.
You're probably right. That's what I'm saying. You put Dalvin Cook behind this O-line, and you.
We're talking undefeated, bro.
Akers ain't no Dalvin.
No, he's not. He's a good running back.
And I like Akers, but I don't know.
Honestly, Carlos Williams probably be out here running shop out here.
Los be out here trucking dudes.
It'd be over with. Los is out here, or just it's a couple position groups that will completely change the ship, change the shape of this team. Yeah, it's just that simple. But that brings us to this. I
actually think Wilder Jr. and Trey Benson are not too different.
They the same freaking player.
I was just about to say
Wilder's just a little bit bigger, I think
I've compared them. Trey Jackson almost runs like James Wilder, man.
Jacquez still out there running the ball.
What team?
He back.
Last I knew he was with the Bengals.
I think he made it back to the Bengals.
But I think he would. When the XFL was doing the thing, I think he played for the Tampa Bay Vipers. I think it was. I think Jacquez was with the Vipers at one point.
Yeah,
the XFL is supposed to start back up because The Rock owns it now. I don't know what he plans to do with it. Yeah,
he's involved. But he got the team out here, man. I'm definitely gonna catch some games.
And Terrell Buckley's one of the head coaches of the Orlando team. So I'm interested to see what they do with the XFL.
That defensive line right there, that's crazy. Edwards, Christian Jones, Jernigan, Goldman.
Oh yeah, that D line was wild.
Wait, what?
Wild.
That's 3 defensive tackles. So what we talk about right now?
Wild.
I know Edwards was playing like a DN.
Mario played DN.
Yeah.
Christian Jones was a linebacker
Jesus
/ DN.
We was running like a 3-3-5, 3-4.
Timmy Jernigan. That doesn't count Jacoby McDaniel that was on that defensive line.
You were running like a 3-3-5, right? At this time.
No, Pruitt ran a 4-2-5.
Well, Christian Jones was a line fucking back.
He's a linebacker, but they put his hand in the dirt, so he was a DN.
Okay, so it was
but you can make. I guess if you want to make the case, it was a 3-3-5.
You can make it whatever you want.
They put Christian Jones' hand in the dirt, so I count him as a DN personally.
I think Mr. Johnson, we've already discussed this on who's the best Florida State running back of all time.
It's Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, and there's no question about it.
And I love Juerg done, but it's Dalvin Cook.
And I feel like you were very disrespectful to say Freeman before you said done.
Yeah.
And I love Freeman, but
yeah, I love Freeman too, but it's Dalvin Cook, then Juerg done. And then everybody else. And then everybody else. You can have a debate on where else.
Talk about Edgar Bennett. Remember I mentioned him the other night.
But no, it's Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is the best running back the ACC has ever seen, and I don't care what people say about ETN. He's no Dalvin Cook.
They say Ja'Carry Brown gonna throw the ball tomorrow.
Okay, please throw the ball
from the tight end position.
Please throw the ball
from the tight end position. Hey, Ja'Carry Brown, a tight end, bro. Let that man make some plays out there, bro. Stop playing.
Please throw the ball.
Ja'Carry Brown is a tight end masquerading as a quarterback.
I don't think they misused Casher. I don't think Casher was as good as people thought. I know Chris Casher. I know he's a 5-star coming out of high school. I don't think they misused him. I just don't think he was as good as sometimes 5-star guys don't hit guys. I just don't think Chris Casher was that good.
Yeah. Nah, it was clearly like there isn't no best all around or best. No, Dalvin Cook was.
He's the best running back, bro.
The best. Dalvin Cook is in the top 5 players. Well,
the
Dalvin
ACC
Cook
is ever
questionably one of the top 5 ACC players of all time.
Yeah, he's one of the top 5, especially offensive. Now you get defensive,
and he's one of the top 5 non-QB players at Florida State ever. Top 3. Top 3.
Top 3 non-QB players at Florida State ever. Woo, that's a hell of a conversation to have.
Do it. I say my 3, and can't nobody tell me nothing different. Goddamn me.
Go.
My top 3 non-QB.
Non-QB.
No order, or do I have to put it in order?
No order. I just want to hear your top 3 because I'm curious. Because that's tough for me. I think I can do it, but it's tough.
Okay. Dalvin. Peter Juerg, Deion, and that's tough. Deion's is the last one in.
That's tough.
Deion's my last
one. To me,
one
in. It's Dub. You got to go prime. But I don't think you can disrespect. Like Marvin Jones Sr., excuse me.
How many years we got out of him?
Marvin Jones?
We got 2 out of him.
Bolitnikov winner, All-American 2 times. Like
we got 2 years out of him.
Arguably one of the best linebackers that ever played in the college ball. What about Peter Bowe? I don't know if I can put Dalvin
should have been
a
Heisman winner. Dalvin Cook should have been a Heisman winner.
Bro, I don't know.
Dalvin Cook should have been a Heisman winner.
I fuck with Dalvin, but I don't know. We are leaving guys out, bro.
I hear you.
I mean,
I understand that I went all offense. I understand I went all
and you went all offense. Like, what about Wadsworth, bro? What about Boulware, bro? What about Boulware?
Corey Simon.
We are leaving guys out.
You go into all of that, but if I had to
and then this nigga bring up Lorenzo Featherston.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, I remember Lorenzo, man.
He said, I'm dying on this hill. You're not taking Dalvin from me, bro.
I mean, I feel you.
Dalvin made us relevant when we shouldn't have been.
And I didn't even mention Derek Brooks. The reason I don't mention Derek Brooks is Marvin Jones was honestly the better linebacker.
Yes, he was easily.
Derrick Brooks had the better
NFL
overall career, right? But Marvin Jones was the better linebacker. It's just so many players to name, bro.
I'm not mad at y'all list though. I'm being real. I'm not mad at y'all list.
And I mess with Dalvin.
But heavy. when you're leaving Peter Juerg out, I'm questioning things.
I didn't leave Peter Juerg out.
I'm talking about some of these lists.
Oh, I said Dub. So for me, it's Peter.
Prime Dalvin Brooks. We leaving. So you taking Brooks over to Peter Juerg?
Who, me?
No, I'm saying like Melly Mel. You taking Brooks over Peter Juerg? You taking
Joe say, don't forget I'm young. I feel you, bro.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Marvin was like, we forget who Marvin Jones was. Like at linebacker. We forget that. That's all I'm saying. In my opinion, Marvin Jones is maybe on the Mount Rushmore of Florida State football. I mean,
he was really fourth in the Heisman running?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
He's like I said, like people say he's one of the, if not the best college linebacker of all time. Like it's like between him and Dan Morgan, bro. It's like the best college linebacker.
Dan Morgan was fucking beast.
Dan Morgan was a monster. I ain't gonna cap on it either. It's like between Marvin and Dan are like the best college linebackers. I think people lose sight of
how good our linebackers and defensive players were in the state of Florida, like all time wise. Like we were pushing out just animals for
we're just talking college, Vontae. We're just talking college.
It's only college, man. It's only college. But in the 80s and 90s, like Florida State, Florida, and UM was pushing out animals in the trenches and at linebacker and in the secondary. And like defensively, if you wanted some stars, you was going there. That's where you was going. Let me go scout the Florida teams. I'm gonna go scout these Florida teams.
The top 3 is tough, bro. And imagine we're doing it without even putting the quarterbacks in there.
Like, no quarterbacks involved. So we throwing out like Jameis not involved, Charlie Ward not involved, Chris Winky not involved. You know, let's leave them alone. Even not to mention some first round. You know, Christian Ponder's not involved. I'm joking.
EJ Manuel's not involved.
EJ Manuel. Well, hey, I feel like you like Christian Ponder more than EJ Manuel, bro. I really do.
I do.
You think Christian Ponder more passes than EJ?
No, I do. I think EJ because EJ had more talent and didn't do what he's supposed to do with it. EJ had more talent than Christian. He just didn't do what I hated watching EJ because EJ is one of those quarterbacks where if you weren't wide open, he wouldn't throw you the ball. He couldn't throw you wide open. Or maybe he could, he just refused to. He wouldn't give his receivers on one-on-one coverage a chance to make a catch. If you weren't wide open, EJ wasn't throwing you the ball. And I feel like that cost us in critical games.
You know what cost us games? Is EJ wouldn't take the fuck off when he should.
EJ had all the talent in the world, and I feel like he was just too conservative of a player.
Ray Lewis is definitely better than Dan. Well, in college, was Ray Lewis better than Dan Morgan?
I disagree. And overall, of course, Ray Lewis was better. But in college, Ray was not better than Dan Morgan, bro.
Dan Morgan was not. It was
just like in college, Brooks was not better than Marvin Jones. But Brooks is one of the top 5 linebackers to ever play the NFL
and Ray Lewis is one of the top 2 to 3 linebackers in the NFL. So that's not. We're not losing sight of who Ray Lewis is. Like, but in college, Dan Morgan was doing other shit.
EJ screwed up wet dreams. I know he did, bro. I know he did. People glorify EJ.
Hey,
I say this all the time. A true freshman 2012, Jameis Winston would have won.
We national champions.
We would have won a natty.
But I want to say this: he wasn't a bad quarterback.
No, he wasn't a bad quarterback. I just feel like,
but Jameis was that goddamn good.
Ponder did more with less talent than EJ was supposed. EJ was supposed to be.
I feel like we might have won out if EJ was a quarterback the year before.
What are you talking about?
When Ponder was starting, I thought we would have been better with. Yeah,
maybe.
Mind you, I want to say something.
Ponder also played that year hurt, if you remember too, though.
True. Chris Winky was really that good. But the thing about Chris Winky is Chris Winky was also there when Charlie Ward was there. So
the thing about Chris Winkie also,
motherfucker was 30 years old. He had
is that in my opinion, Chris Winkie played with one of the greatest college players that ever played a game.
Yes,
and that's Peter Ward.
Yes, and then that wide receiver room.
We don't give Peter Ward the credit that he deserves.
Oh
but
my
if
God!
Peter Ward played in this era, come on, man.
You understand that Peter Ward, Lavernius Cole, Snoop Menace, and Anquan Bolden were in that wide receiver room?
Come on, man.
In that wide receiver room alone.
Peter Ward was everything Reggie Bush was before Reggie Bush was even thought of.
Took over games.
People talk about Reggie Bush, and I'm like, bro, go watch Peter Ward. He does everything Reggie Bush used to do and better. I'm just saying, but also I'm biased because I got his picture up there on the wall. But
with more swag.
That just is what it is. Nooney Mooney,
Randy Moss was supposed to be in that wide receiver room too.
Why are we talking about Nooney Mooney? Now Rashard Green's one of the top 3 FSU receivers of all time. I wholeheartedly believe that. And if you say anything different, I think
I throw him in the slot no matter what.
You're disrespecting Rashard Green.
We didn't let Randy Moss go. Randy Moss was fucking around.
Randy Moss was out there getting high and doing all these other things. Like
he was
Randy
doing
Moss
too much. And Bobby let everybody get away with everything.
He really did.
If Bobby cut you was fucking up. Like if Bobby had to cut you was fucking up. And not only that, Bobby cut him, but at least he said, "Hey, go here." You really think he went to Marshall because that's the only place he could have went? Bobby gave him that little go over here. There's a reason why he went to Marshall. It was a place for him to go. Bobby was like, "Go over here and do what you got to do over there, but you can't be fucking around here." Yes, and Ron Dane said he should have had
Yeah, you're right in saying there's nothing wrong with getting high. But at that time in the 90s, you couldn't.
You can't do that shit.
Being high is a little bit more acceptable now.
You can't do that shit out there, man.
P-Dub should have. Bro, Spencer, you already know.
Well, everybody knows this.
We know this.
They took that Heisman for that man. I think I cried about it as a kid.
Bro, to this day,
I was like 12. I was upset.
To this day, now I do remember being a kid, being a teenager. I'll take that. Being a teenager and watching Reggie Bush and saying, "Damn, this dude remind me of somebody."
Yeah, he does.
And it was number 9. But in my opinion, I think number 9 is, and I know there has been other players that put up more yards than him and all that stuff.
Nah.
But number 9 was the first player I watched where I said, "Damn."
Insane. So we said no QBs, right, bro? And I see you got Ward there, and he probably would have an argument for being the top 3. But T-Buck is somebody I know we kind of. And when I said
T-Buck,
when I said Deion, yeah, I know. But when I said Deion, T-Buck was the guy who I was like, damn.
T-Buck is the guy who took what Deion did, and magnified it.
And I go back and forth over whether he or Deion is the best.
That is actually amazing debate to have. Whether
who is the best DB for us.
Or Buck is the best.
If you look at the numbers
DB of all time, if you look at the numbers, it's T-Buck.
It's T-Buck. But what
if you look at the impact
to the program impact wise,
if you look at the impact not only on the program but on college football, on football. Deion Sanders was literally the first player, bro, that didn't give a fuck. Change.
Leroy Butler, oh god.
Leroy Butler was a beast too. If you argue T-Buck, I don't have an argument against it.
And that's why I kind of paused when I said Deion. I said he's like the last one in.
I don't have an argument against it.
I almost said T-Buck.
But Prime was more of a punt returner and things of that nature. That T-Buck,
he brought a skill set that was just like
that T-Buck didn't quite do that.
Somebody just missed Tavon Austin, right?
Which is why Prime gets the nod for me.
Somebody was talking about Tavon Austin better than Bush. You want to know who would have probably been better than Bush? Noel Devine.
Go watch his high school.
Noel Devine's insane.
Go watch Noel Devine's high school stuff.
Though he was
stupid. He was stupid.
It was ridiculous to watch Noel Devine play football. it was otherworldly to watch him play high school football. Like I did not know that was possible. The things he would do. Like,
but
and the thing
to be fair, and this is gonna be a little bit of Polk County
even
bias.
when he was in college, he still balled out.
This is gonna be a little bit of Polk County bias. Now, Noel Devine had a better college career, I think, than Chris did. Go watch Chris Rainey high school tape, bro. Chris Rainey was flat out stupid in high school. Chris Rainey was. Yeah. I remember being in high school watching Noel Devine and Chris Rainey's tape side by side.
Chris Rainey was better than Percy Harvin. To me,
no. I think he
was.
I think he was.
No, he wasn't. I think he would have been better. I think he would have been better.
No, he wasn't. No.
No?
Nah, hell no. And I'm not even that big. I'm not even that big on Percy.
I like Rainey.
I'm strictly talking high school. Rainey and Noel was
well, I'm talking about and I'm saying high school too. Like, I thought Rainey was.
I'm talking high school.
Like, obviously, Percy produced
Chris
more.
Rainey and Noel Devine were right there. But if we talking college, or I don't know.
You said high school. We were talking high school.
Even high school. I mean, I guess if you want to go.
Percy was balling, but Rainey was.
I mean, yeah,
tearing shit up, bro.
Lakeland teams were. Them Lakeland teams were stupid with the Pouncies in them. I thought you just meant as a player that you thought Chris Rainey was better than Percy Harvin. Hell,
a lot of people wanted to come to Florida State that didn't come to Florida State. Lamar Jackson should have been a Florida State quarterback.
Don't make me come on that show.
Hey, yo. Hey, all I said was we not counting quarterbacks. I agree with the T-Buck thing. I
didn't play high school ball, but I did play Pop Warner ball. In high school, I've got into other things, man. We're not gonna.
You want to know who I played against? That,
but I played on the same team as the Pouncies. We played for the Crystal Lake Panthers together, and it's crazy because they weren't that big when we were like 13, 14. Then them boys had a ridiculous growth spurt one summer. Played against Chris Rainey. He played for the Lakeland Predators. And we knew then that Rainey was a monster. Even then, he was just...
Some people just built him.
Yeah, he was just ridiculous. He was just ridiculous.
Somebody just said Walter Jones should have been in this conversation, and he would have been if he had been here more than one year.
Let me finish answering this question, and we'll talk about Walter. I played with Blau Powell.
Okay.
Who ended up going to Louisville, but played multiple years.
He played for the Jets for you,
yeah. Trying to think of anybody else that made it to the league that I know of. I really think that's all I know. If you know who Claude Davis is, he played for the Jets as well. He went to Lake Gibson. Me and him used to be real good friends. So I played with a lot of talent come out of Lakeland, man.
I got a college player that I played with that. Well, in high school, he was that dude. His name was Brent Schaefer. Brent Schaefer played. He hopped around the SEC for a little bit. He played for Tennessee. He was there when Eric Ainge was there freshman year. They remember that Fulmer was starting two freshman quarterbacks. He started Eric Ainge and he started Brent Schaefer. But Brent Schaefer in South Florida at that point in time, he was running quarterback for Deerfield Beach High School. Man, he was sitting in the shotgun and you swore he was Michael Vick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You swore he was Michael Vick. Left-handed.
I don't know if y'all remember who Matt Grothy was, but he was our quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
He played for USF.
He was a baller.
I don't think he ever made it to the league, but he was a baller. He was a baller in college. Lake Gibson had some talent, bro, when I was there. We had some
always
guys.
see, like, whatever Florida school you go to, somebody out there is going to have that talent. Like,
we just couldn't get over Armwood. Armwood was a monster at that time. We couldn't get over Armwood.
Marcus Lewis, you talking about Brent? He was, bro. He was like the closest thing that I'd ever seen to Michael Vick, bro. Like it, even play style wise, like he would get out there and he had the swagger about him, but when he took off, it wasn't nothing you could do. And he was slaying that motherfucker. I actually got hurt chasing that motherfucker. But that's another story. Who played against P-Dub in high school? Bro, you old as fuck.
Gotta be old as fuck. Shout out to Spencer, bro.
Hey, he said high school. God damn.
Vontae said he old. He played against Freddie Kitchens.
Who? Yo, y'all wild out here. Yeah, Brent wore 7 too. Brent was he was a fucking baller, man. I got cut. I tore everything in my knee chasing that motherfucker. Somebody did it on purpose. Let's get it. Damn, I guess.
I got me thinking of who else I played with or against in the city league. High school ball I didn't get into because I was, like I said, doing other stuff.
You was doing other shit you shouldn't have been doing.
But Lakeland City League, like it went up to like 14, 15 years old. So it was like the City League was legitimately like JV football.
Nobody wanted to play JV, bro.
Yeah,
everybody played unlimited. Everybody wanted to play unlimited. Like
yeah. I don't think a lot of places know about that, but I know if you're from Florida, you know all about like your City League usually went up to 14, 15 years old.
Ain't nobody worried about JV.
Nobody
man.
cared about JV.
Who want to go out there play 6-7 games and lose too?
You know what I'm saying?
Like you probably ain't getting no real playing time. So you're not getting no real coaching.
I didn't play JV ball. I played in the City League.
I
did go out. I went out to JV. I ain't gonna lie. So I went out to JV for one practice, and I said, "Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that."
Why? Say why. Say why. I want to know if it's the same reason for me.
They just had us out, man. We was doing. It was just so hectic. We was going from drill to drill to drill, and there wasn't no break. And I was playing. Oh God, here goes.
Hey, somebody handle that.
Here go the sites. Block that. And I wanted to be a DB, so I was playing DB, and they made me tackle this big and I was like, you know what, I'm not finna be getting ran over out here, and I was only like $140 in high school, like I was not a big dude, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Well, I mean, I'm a big motherfucker, so that wasn't really the problem for me.
I was like, I'm good. And I love playing DB, but I love playing safety. They wanted me to be a corner, and I was a safety. I like to see the field and
roam and shit. I get that. Yeah. So for me, I was always wanted to play DN. And these motherfuckers, at the time, I wasn't as tall as I am now. They want to line me at defensive tackle. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm still on defensive line. But what got me was we wasn't learning a goddamn thing. They didn't have no plays for us. They didn't have shit. I was like, well, shit, what the fuck we do now? We just stop them? Let's just out here stop somebody? But they're trying to call plays on defense for varsity, but it was just bad coaching, bad, terrible coaching. And I was like, well, this is pointless. So I didn't play freshman year. I was like, well, fuck that. Tried to play sophomore year, was gonna make varsity, and that's when I got hurt. But like, that's the real problem with Florida football is the coaching ain't there, bro. There's no programs like so. Those even though we got those really good programs for little league and whatever you want to call it, there's no transition. Where schools out here and seeing it out here in Texas, bro, the transition is there. You see the offense in the little leagues and all of that's like transition to JV or freshman teams. Like they got freshman football teams out here. They got freshmen, then JV, then like the way you like I saw basketball sometimes out there. They got stuff like that, which to me is just wild. So,
do you think next year we could make the ACC championship? I think it just depends on who comes back, who you add in the portal. There's a lot of things.
Here, my answer is yes, bro.
There's a lot of things that go into that, but I think there's a good chance of it.
If Jordan's here, then the answer is yes.
Wake should take a step back. NC State should take a step back.
Clemson ain't shit.
We'll see what Clemson is or does.
I say yes. That's our next step. I think
we should be in the mix for sure.
I'll go out there and just say it. That's the next step. We need to be in competition for the ACC championship game next year. That's the next step. If Jordan is here. Like there's that Miles Miller. All right, you missing me with that one. I don't know. You know what you talking about with that? I'm 36, bro. So I'm gonna do with that what you will.
I don't know if I've heard from Mizell Miller.
Leonard Little, but boy, say Leonard Little.
I remember Leonard Little though.
Sheesh. Yeah, that was crazy. What happened with Leonard Little? I don't know if y'all remember Tyrone Moss. He was with the Hurricanes for a while.
Yeah.
He was a baller.
Yep, I saw that. I mean, apparently there's some new money that's going to come to the ACC too, but hell, we'll see how that.
I like to see some of our mid-level teams doing well, bro. I really do.
Well, they're about to go to the thing about UCF is they're about to go to the Big 12. I don't know how that
is the Big 12 really the Big 12 now?
Well, I mean, with Texas and Oklahoma leaving, probably not, but I mean, you got a point.
What are we talking about here? Like, and like that's why, like, for us, like, it's certain things you can't afford to lose. Like, I think right now teams like, even though we haven't been who we should be, and even Miami isn't who they should be, but the brands of our names like Clemson, Florida State, and UM are literally holding the ACC together right now.
We play Virginia Tech next year?
That's a win. I see win.
I see a bunch of wins.
Win.
And then that
I
Clemson
see 7 wins.
That Clemson game, you know,
that's a toss up.
Right.
Because I don't know who they'll be next year.
Jonathan says we are mid-level.
Who?
Florida State.
I ain't gonna call you. I almost said something, but out of respect, sir, that's not acceptable here. We're not a mid-level program. Have we performed at a mid-level? Yes, but we are not a mid-level program. Relax.
We smashing Clemson next year.
I would like to see that happen. Nah, bro. You said what you said. No.
You already said it.
You already said it. Because I almost like called you out your name, which I wouldn't do that as disrespectful. But yeah, you said what you said. UM is not a dead program, bro. Like, they wouldn't be recruiting at the level. Let's stop it. Let's not do that. They're not a dead program. They wouldn't be able to recruit at the level that they are. Like, it's very obvious that Florida State, and UM are the blue bloods of the state of Florida, and that's just what it is. 11-2 next year. I mean, who wouldn't take that?
I still want more. Hell, I'll take.
I want more.
I'll take any of that. 11 dead, no stadium, no fan base. They got a fan base.
They definitely have a fan base. Let's not do that.
Yeah, they got a fan base. It's just
they just don't go to games.
Just don't go to games.
I want to be honest, bro. I live in South Florida. It's a lot of other things better to do to go to the Miami.
Of course there is. Of course there is.
It's a thousand one things.
But you don't. First of all, let's make a correction. You don't live in South Florida. You might be from there.
Yeah. I lived.
You live in Arlington, Texas now.
I mean, I go back to South Florida like 12 times a year. Like, I'm getting married down there. Like, come on, man.
When you get married again?
You want to come?
When are you getting married? I'm asking.
December 18th.
December. Let's see if we can. I'll pitch that to the.
No kids though, so you gotta drop the kids off somewhere.
I mean, that's too easy.
Everybody want to hold the kids. All right,
whether they want to or not. Whether
Vanessa,
I don't care.
I'm gonna add Adrian and his wife. I'm
gonna pitch it to the missions and see what we do
to see if they can make it.
But I drop the kids off at my mama's house, her people's house. We got plenty of places to drop the kids off.
Well, it's at home. We get married in Homestead.
Okay.
So you get a nice little room
I got
down
people
there.
down.
Yeah.
I got people down in South Florida.
Wherever you
too,
gotta
bro.
drop them, man.
And if all else fails, they're gonna take their ass to Lakeland.
Insane.
And
You
join
know, I just don't know if you're gonna be able to control yourself, sir. After what you did
man
on the
came
show.
on here yelling at me.
I don't know. I don't know if I invited you, if you would swing on me or hug
never
me.
had a conversation with Buddy. God damn.
Hey, it's all love though.
No, it is.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and I got some family members that's kind of like, they do their thing too.
You
So
see that, Ray? You see that, Ray? Supposed to be boys, right?
hey, what he has a schedule though.
That's true. But December is the time of the year that's usually pretty slow. I can
And that's what I
December.
don't know. Well, see, I don't know. I know and I don't. Like, cause I know and I don't. Cause I got a cousin who might not be able to make it.
No, I understand it.
So it
all depends. I don't be knowing half of the time. I just I didn't know till a couple weeks I was going to be in New York for a week. You feel me? So
yeah, that did kind of. I was like, nigga, you go to New York?
I didn't choose to go to New York per se. It was like
I appreciate the love.
Your ass going to New York.
So
that's where I was at.
Everybody saying congrats to me and stuff. Like, I got my ring already. I still ain't got my ring. I'm waiting on mine. being engaged on me.
What's going on, young man? How you doing, young Jedi? So young Jedi he's a Hurricane fan. He like 15 or he young, so be nice to young Jedi.
Here's a question.
Yeah,
this is a very good question.
He's a good dude though, so be nice to him.
It's a very good question. More Mr. Orr. That's a very good question. I could have it saying do security though. That's right. If Jordan won us an ACC championship,
he could be the hype man or some shit. I don't know.
Have him be the MC. If Jordan won us an ACC championship, will he go down as a better college career than EJ? Yes.
I could argue, depending on how he finishes this year, I could argue he's already a better college quarterback than EJ.
No. Did we not win the ACC championship that year?
We did in 2012. Yeah, we did.
I think he needs to win the ACC championship next year.
And that's a fair point. That is a fair point.
I think that ACC
But I think I can make the argument that he might already be.
Because Jordan's never played in a freaking bowl game, bro.
That's true. EJ played in bowl games, but he wasn't the starter. He was filling in for the starter in
he got 2 bowl games. Bowl.
EJ won the bowl game, I believe.
He won 4? He won 4?
Yeah, but he wasn't he didn't get you there.
Well, he won 4. So
he didn't get you there.
But did he win them?
But he didn't get you there. But okay.
But he won 4.
Because Ponderaz couldn't stay healthy. So yeah, EJ went out there and won the game.
What we talking about Arizona State? What we talking about Arizona State for?
But he didn't start. I don't believe Travis started against Arizona State though.
We had a bowl game since Travis been there?
Yeah.
When?
Arizona State.
Bro, when was that?
So
I feel like we haven't played the bowl game.
FSU made 2 bowl games technically under Willie Taggart.
What? We did? Because that's not what I thought.
The first year, Southern. Oh no, take that back. The first bowl.
That was Odell's bowl game. So.
Right. That was when Jimbo left. That was Odell's bowl game. And then we missed the bowl game the next year. But then the year that Willie got fired. But then the year that Willie got fired, we made a bowl game and played Arizona State that we should have won.
And Jordan, he caught a pass?
I don't know if did he start. I don't think he started. I don't think he started
the freaking bowl game.
I don't think he started that game though. He might have played, but I don't think he started. I'm almost positive he didn't start.
Did he play running back? What the fuck did he play?
He might have played some snaps.
He took a snap, a wildcat snap. Like, come on. Now, all right. Jordan has to win a bowl game, and he has. I would like to see Jordan win this bowl game this year.
I think
the ACC championship.
EJ also won the South Carolina bowl game because remember Ponder went out injured in that game, and I think he also won the Wisconsin bowl game, which was Bobby Bowden's last bowl game, if I'm not mistaken. I think EJ is responsible for that too. So EJ did win bowl games.
Hey, EJ won some bowl games, man. That means something. I know you're not the biggest fan of like non-important, but he got an Orange Bowl on his belt, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys are right. You guys are right. I'm probably just jumping the gun there on
and
EJ.
I think there's a fondness for Jordan Travis that he would be ranked ahead of EJ based upon that fondness of Jordan Travis.
For me, I think it's the fact if I look at what EJ had around him compared to what Jordan has
EJ should
around
have
him,
done more.
I honestly feel like EJ should have done more. JR had over 100 yards rushing in the Sun Bowl. Blackman did start, which is what I thought. Bobby's last bowl game was West Virginia. So who didn't EJ win that Wisconsin bowl game? Or maybe EJ won the West Virginia bowl game. I could be wrong. Or maybe the Wisconsin game was the year prior to West Virginia is what I might be thinking.
Hey, you need some Hennessy White, bro? Oh, damn, my phone just died.
I mean, I got 3 bottles, but if you can get me like another 2, I'll take it. I'll pay you.
I'm about to buy a case.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, I send an invite for you and your wife if y'all can make it.
Shoot it to me and I'll run it by her.
Vanessa had mentioned, she's like, "Did you invite them?" I was like, I mean, I don't know their schedule like that. And they didn't invite us to their wedding, but I don't remember.
No, y'all are right. Bobby's last game was West Virginia. I didn't invite y'all to what?
I was joking about. Yeah, we didn't get invited today. I didn't get invited to their wedding,
bro.
But no, that's what I told about Juerg.
Bro, I've been married 10 years, bro.
I ain't known you 10 years. Have I known you 10 years?
You might have,
possibly, but not like that.
Yeah, not like. But we actually plan on renewing our vows and having like a big thing. So whenever that happens,
we definitely down to come to that, man.
I'll definitely let y'all know. And that's definitely going to be in Florida too. So
everybody loves Florida.
Well, that's where we from, so you know.
Yeah, everybody asks everybody keep asking,
be where the family at.
Florida. Why you get married in Florida?
Because gotta be where the family at.
From. Like, it's easier that way. But honestly, my dad's side of the family, bro. I got like 70 first cousins. They would have came out here. I could have had 80 people come out here from my dad's side of the family.
I ain't worried about no LSU.
If we I would like to see it though.
Game, line it
I
up.
would love to see that. I think that would be cool.
Line it up.
Line that shit up.
Yeah.
Wherever. That would be a good bowl game. That'd be a great bowl game as a rematch.
I said, Mr. Orr says, I hope we don't get snubbed in a bowl game with a team like UCF or something.
I actually see that happening, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
EJ is probably 3rd or 4th all-time QBs. He still should have played.
No,
I mean, that's your opinion. I just.
All right, so he's definitely not 3rd.
Definitely not 3rd because we know our top 3.
Stop there.
So there's no goddamn way he's 3rd.
He's not 3rd. We can argue that Busby's above him.
And I still don't think he's better than Christian Ponder, so that doesn't make him 4th.
I'm putting him above Christian Ponder, but whatever.
That's not me, but okay. We can disagree. Agree to disagree. And so hit the button like if you're trying to do a super chat, man. So you got that little money sign down there, like if you're trying to do a super chat, hit that button.
Yeah.
And then you'll see membership, and it say join for members only access to this channel. And you can hit that, and that's how you become a member to the tribe, bro.
Let me fix that.
And I appreciate
you. Realize that shit been asking me to open up that card. I got a credit card that's supposed to go through all. And the card been locked. Well, let me charge my phone first. My card been locked.
Sean McGuire, I wouldn't go that far, Arcavius.
No, stop,
You're going too far.
Peter Tom Willis has an argument. But I mean, I think no.
But I would take Ponder over it.
Who else we talking about? Brad Johnson. Has an argument.
Honestly, if it's not on yours.
Yeah, that Busby was trash. I don't know why I said him. It was just one of the names that popped in my head. But Brad Johnson is who I really meant.
I appreciate you for chilling with us, Briley. What time is it? It's not that bad. Not that late. Y'all stayed later. Y'all stayed up later with me last night, but I appreciate you, Briley. Appreciate
J.C. Weldon. Through. Okay.
Ward, Winston,
we
Winky.
Well, when we have W's as our quarterback, right?
Ain't that crazy?
Ward, Winston, Winky, Weldon. We did really well with them at quarterback, except that motherfucker, Drew Weatherford. AJ McCarron. What? AJ McCarron was here? Why did he say AJ McCarron? I'm confused.
You talking about
Oh, you talking about? I know who you talking about. That was my boy.
Coker? Talking about
Yeah,
Coker.
Jacob Coker.
Jacob
Yeah.
Coker. Yeah, Jacob Coker.
He said AJ McCarron. I was like, what?
So you saying Coker better than EJ?
No, fuck no.
I'm not too sure about that either.
No,
I
stop.
don't know.
Y'all
He won a
leave
natty,
EJ
but
alone,
he won a
man.
natty, but that's only because
I feel
Alabama
like
was
we're
loaded
piling.
at that time.
I feel like we're piling on EJ because he didn't win a natty.
I'm not. I'm just telling you what I feel. I think maybe some people might be piling on EJ, but Coker's not. I wouldn't take Coker over EJ. No. I damn sure wouldn't take Sean McGuire over EJ. I would take Sean McGuire. I still think we should have stuck with Sean McGuire instead of going with Everett Golson, though.
Yo, Joe Johnson, what? All right, so listen, man. Get your ass on the plane, bro.
It's not. That's hard for me to answer, Joe, because for me, it's nothing.
But I get people getting anxiety.
But
man.
I was flying since I've been like 5 years old because my parents have been separated for that long. Like my parents weren't together. So when I would go visit my father, who stayed in New York or Virginia, he would kind of rotate between New York and Virginia, whatever. And I was young, I would fly, and I would fly by myself. With the air attendant would really be the only person watching me. I've been flying by myself my whole life. And of course now, hell, I've flown to Iraq, Kuwait, Germany. Like now it's it's nothing. No, you're talking about 18-hour flights for me. So that's like whatever.
I'll put it like this, bro. You're more likely to get in a train accident, car accident, or any other vehicle accident than you are to get into a plane accident, bro.
Bro, the first thing I do when I get on a plane is I go to sleep. Like,
hey, bro.
But that's just because
I knock the fuck out. I be snoring on that motherfucking bro.
I'm just comfortable with flying. If you've
I go
never
to sleep
flown
before
before,
we take off.
If you've never flown, I can understand how that might be nerve-wracking. As a matter of fact, on the plane today, Terrance can attest to this. It was storming. It's actually been storming all over Central Texas.
Central America, man.
so when we took off from Dallas for me to come home, the plane was like it was rocking. It was, and I was probably halfway asleep through it. But there was like this Asian dude next to me, and he looked like he was tripping out.
Motherfuckers be sweating.
So it's just about how you take it. For me, flying's nothing, but I can understand for somebody who's never done it how it could be nerve-wracking.
Hey, you see somebody just mentioned my two guys, right?
Lewis. Well, Xavier Lee was always my guy.
Xavier Lee and Adrian McPherson. Adrian McPherson actually got a shot in the league. He went to New Orleans.
I wish Jimbo could have got to FSU a little earlier so he could have got his hands on Xavier Lee.
He had Xavier Lee, bro.
Yeah. I really wish he could have got his hands on Xavier Lee.
Xavier Lee would have won a Heisman. Xavier Lee would have won a Heisman, bro. You know who else I really liked? Fabian Walker. I really was a big fan of Fabian Walker.
I guess I could give EJ's
top five.
I can give him top five. I'm not gonna disrespect him. I just think EJ just could have did more. EJ, let's put it like this: EJ is top 5, and probably had the talent to be top 3.
Hey, I got a question. Let's clarify this while we got you on the line, Mr. Orr or Mr. Orr.
I just say Mr. Orr.
How are we supposed to say that?
I say Mr. Orr. I say Mr.
Orr.
He's never really clarified.
Can you clarify that for us, please?
To me, it looks like Mr. Orr, so that's what I call him.
Mr. Orr. Hey, but clarify for us in the chat, please. But yes, we could become M. Roar. What?
That just blows me the fuck away. I don't know where M. Roar comes from. What the heck?
Yo,
M. Roar.
Hey,
he says, "I really don't care. I don't really care." Okay, I mean, it's your name.
M. Roar. Okay.
M. Roar. Okay. I thought it was Mr. Orr. I've always said that, but now I know it's M.
Wow, M. Roar.
Hey
yo, Lock Right got something right. McPherson would have been that dude if not for Chris Riggs. McPherson didn't have if he threw an interception, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sit down until I tell you to stand up. And don't think about standing up before I tell you to.
Yeah, I think X was before his time too. You get
Adrian
X,
was probably better than X, I think. I'm
if you
sorry.
get X with a guy like Urban or something like that, you're talking Heisman. And natties and all that shit.
Heisman, easy.
You know?
But I liked Adrian too. Adrian was that dude.
No,
man.
I like Adrian McPherson.
Adrian was that dude. Like, man, what happened to Adrian then?
You know, insane.
What happened?
Insane think he the goddamn encyclopedia on Florida State athletics. Bruh, he think he know everything
what
that ever
happened,
happened, bro. What happened to McPherson, bro?
They would not let my boy play.
This man insane.
They get to play, he make one bad play. Yeah, sit your ass down.
What happened to McPherson?
Gambling.
Ooh, Pheonix just threw a pick. Pick 6, matter of fact. Blackman 1, Hornibrook 2, Milton 3.
Yo, who stole a check? Oh, McPherson stole a check. McPherson could turn over the ball 5 times and still gonna start the next week over Ricks could.
Ricks was only good against Florida.
He played well. I
remember
who
Florida. When he played
was
Florida,
who was that he hit in the back? Don't say the name. I'm gonna guess it on my own. It started with a C. He hit old boy for that touchdown. Late drive.
Against Florida, right?
Yeah. I can't get it's C's
Crow.
Oh yeah.
Crow Fonzo.
Yeah. Yeah, he caught him in the back of the end zone. That was a nice little pass.
That's the only time Ricks was good though.
We went to games.
He couldn't do shit against Miami.
He could lose a game. Chris Ricks did have a lot of talent around him.
It's crazy. Like we talk about like quarterbacks, and then you look at, you know, we talked about running backs earlier, and it's like, but look at some of the running backs we don't talk about, like Antoine Smith, Lorenzo Booker, and Leon Washington, bro. Like there's a group of backs that we don't even talk about.
Just that were balling, that went to the NFL and played.
Yeah.
Played well.
Do we get ranked again if we beat Miami? I think there's a good chance we get ranked if we beat Miami.
I think we finish the season in the top 15.
Ooh, top 15.
At 10-3.
Do we think TVD plays tomorrow? I don't. But I wouldn't put it past Mario. I think Mario might be desperate.
Actually, I want to say this. Screenshot that or clip it, whatever y'all got to do. 10-3. Top 15. That's how we finish it.
Okay.
That's my prediction for the rest of the year.
So you're not wrong, Lewis. You're not wrong. That was one of Bowden's downfalls.
Greg Jones is one of our top 5 running backs.
Absolutely. Greg Jones.
Third? I got him at third.
Third?
Over Akers, yeah.
You think he better than Devontae?
Yep.
As a talent, I think he is. I would. That's tough. Top 5 running backs. Obviously, Cook, Dunn. 3s where you get tough. Some people might say Cam.
Chris Thompson has.
You got Chris Thompson. You got
Devontae
Freeman.
Edgar Bennett. This boy over here talking about know your history, boy.
What about Travis Minor?
Travis Minor, yeah. He's a baller.
I mean, Jermaine Thompson, Leon Washington, Antoine Smith.
The ballers, man. And now we can throw guys like Trayshawn Ward in there. No, bro. I feel like it was more like I feel like he got benched before he got kicked off, bro. I feel like McPherson got benched before he got kicked off.
Wasn't Dexter Carter a DB?
No, Dexter Carter was a running back too. He went to 49ers.
Oh, I'm tripping there.
We talking about that? Wait, maybe we talking about the wrong Dexter Carter.
Was there multiple
I
Dexter
think Dexter
Carter?
Carter
I could. Dexter Carter won.
Dexter Carter, you talking about the one that went to the 49ers, right?
Dexter Carter won Super Bowl MVP as a DB, unless we're talking about a different one. I could be wrong, or we could be. There could be two different Dexter Carters. Chris Ricks thought he was Tim Tebow. William Floyd. I think Syracuse. It's gonna be interesting to see what goes on with Syracuse and if their quarterback plays or how that works. Deion Washington was so talented they underutilized them. Didn't we go all out blitz against Jack State last play? I don't believe we did. No.
Oh God.
I think we played. Man though. With we might have blitzed. I don't know if we went all out blitz.
Kelvin.
Definitely one safety over top though.
Kelvin Benjamin or Johnny Wilson.
That's not even a conversation.
It's Kelvin, man.
It's not even a conversation. It's
like
KB.
Johnny got to do a lot more.
A lot more. And to be fair to the conversation, KB really only had 1 year production as well.
But that year.
But forget about the production. This if I compare the two players, 6'7", 230, 6'5", 240. But one was running in the 4.5 area. One, I'd be surprised if he was a 4.6, 4.7 guy. Both have drop problems. I just feel like Benjamin was more dominant, though. He imposed his will more on DBs than Johnny does. It also helps that Kelvin played with Jameis, so that could also play a part in that conversation. But I don't think, when I look at the two, I don't think Johnny's better than Kelvin Benjamin.
I think, where is Insane at? Did Insane ever answer that Dexter Carter thing? I know we talking about the Dexter Carter that was a corner, but is he talking about somebody else?
That's what I'm questioning.
We was talking about running back. So
I know the only Dexter Carter I know at Florida State is the one that
pretty sure there was
Super
a Dexter
Bowl
Carter
MVP
running
with
back.
the Bucks. And he was a DB. Sammy Smith. We need Lick O'Leary, Benjamin, or Greg Carr. Benjamin.
Was Dexter Carter even our guy, though?
Benjamin's rookie in Carolina was crazy. He talking about from the one from 1990.
Yeah, Dexter Anthony Carter. Yeah.
He's saying it's the same guy. They saying it's the same guy. I guess he played running back.
I'm looking at Dexter Carter played running back for San Francisco. Was he a Florida State guy? So why are you saying a corner?
The one that played for the Bucks was a DB who won Super Bowl MVP the year they played
yeah, that's a different
the
guy.
Raiders. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, so we talking about
Dexter Carter, the same mob says he's talking about the same guy.
No, that's two different guys. Dexter Carter played running back for Florida State, got picked in the first round. He played for San Francisco, and did he ever play for the Bucks? He played for the Bucks as a corner?
I don't know.
Y'all trying to say?
That's what I'm asking because I don't know that answer. I don't know. He's saying that's the same guy.
No, it's not.
Where does Nigel Bradham?
Because this Dexter Carter retired in '96, bro.
Fall on y'all's list. Our list of what? Backers? Ernie Sims has to be.
Ernie Sims was my dude.
I think Ernie was a two-time All-American. Ernie Sims, he definitely was a one-time All-American, and I think Ernie.
He's a top 10 linebacker.
Oh, Ernie's a top 5, I would argue. Marvin, Derek,
as a Panthers fan,
Coward,
Joe Johnson,
probably Ernie. Bradham's maybe a little bit lower on that list, though.
Ernie's definitely higher than Bradham. Joe Johnson, as a fellow Panthers fan, I appreciate what Benjamin did his first year. After that, he was bullshit. So, fuck him.
Man said, did Ernie Sims really make that big of an impact?
What? Stop it. Mute yourself, sir.
Buster Davis was better than who? Than who? Because not the two guys we were just. You could probably make a case for Bradham.
He was better than Bradham, yes.
You could probably make a case for Bradham, but he damn sure wasn't better than Ernie.
Buster Davis was better than Bradham. Buster Davis reminded me of London Fletcher. The way that he played.
Who's the better college QB,
Vince Young
or Lamar?
Vince Young got a national championship.
Yeah, that don't mean he was better though.
He's better.
I'm going Lamar.
Better. You can go with what the fuck you want to.
And that's not a knock on Vince, but Texas was Texas back then. Look who Vince played with, and you name one.
He
had
3, 4 guys. He had 3, 4 guys. Let's not do that. Do that. He had 3 or 4 guys.
What about the defense?
That's what I'm saying. Most of them was on defense. Who he had on offense?
Play with Jamal Charles.
Sweet and Charles.
Okay, that's okay. 3 or 4 guys is more than Lamar played with. Name one. Name one Lamar played with. You can't.
You're right.
Okay. I want to be clear.
That's why when people argue about like who was the better quarterback, and they don't want to say Cam was one of the best quarterbacks years of all time.
One of the best college quarterbacks.
Like, and they were like, "Well, Joe Burrow did this." Yeah, but Joe Burrow had every fucking body.
Everybody on that.
Oh, well, Tim Tebow did this. Yeah, but Tim Tebow.
You can't name one other player on that offense.
On the offense. Stop.
Maybe 2 guys, just because I am a college football head and I remember Sammy Coates and Michael Dyer.
Coates didn't vote.
I know, and Coates wasn't nothing, and Dyer wasn't much more. But I just remember those names. That's my point. Is the only other real player they had was your boy Nick Fairley on defense tackle. If you take Cam Newton off that Auburn team, that there's no real NFL talent on that team.
They lose 6 games if Cam Newton's on that
team is not talented. That Auburn team is not talented. Would you take Cam Newton off that?
Who they had a defensive tackle?
Who? What are you talking about?
They had a defensive tackle that was balling.
Nick Fairley. That's what I talk about. Nick Fairley.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's the only other NFL player you could really name.
In the NFL.
Right. Robert Aguayo was the best Seminole of all time. Vince beat a great USC team. Lamar beat underperforming LSU. Again, name one player Lamar played with. Just name one player.
But we naming 3 or 4 that Vince played with. Like we're
talking Louisville versus Texas, where Texas is in its prime. So they were still Texas at that point. We're talking Louisville. Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, Mr. Orr. M-Roar. IMG won what? 96?
God, dog. Who they play?
In a half? I'm trying to look this up. Who they play?
Did they play Bishop Sycamore again? God, dog.
A 96 at halftime. A Canadian football team.
Auburn. I thought he was going to be
a team they had no business playing, man. A Canadian football team.
I know the Texas defense has some.
So I went to Deerfield Beach High School when they had the national championships in a females basketball team, and they won a game like 101-2 against some girls that came down from Toronto. And I'm like, why are they doing this to these girls? Why are these girls coming from Toronto to get their ass whooped like that? Or like, I think I played when I went to the Stoneman Douglas, our soccer team was national champs. The girls' soccer team was national champs. People coming in and getting blown out 20-0 from another country. For what? Why you bring them to play this team? Why? Why would you do that?
Lamar played with Dyer at Louisville. That shows how trash Dyer was.
Wait, what?
Reggie Bush or Ricky Williams?
Ooh.
We talking pros? I mean, that's a hell of a conversation.
Either one is a good conversation, to be honest.
If we're talking
pros, is Ricky.
Yeah, if we're talking pros, Ricky. But in college, that's still a hell of a conversation.
That's still a hell of a conversation, yeah. I mean, because Ricky was...
I would like to hear Juerg's point on that.
That would be a good...
I'm leaning towards Ricky. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Ricky on that.
Ricky was an animal, man. Like, Reggie. Don't get me wrong,
no,
but Reggie just has so many other threats around him.
I'm leaning towards Ricky.
You couldn't just only focus on Reggie. Ricky had all the focus on him. Alex Hornibrook could have been Ricky quarterback, and it didn't matter.
Alex or McKenzie. I'm going McKenzie.
McKenzie.
I'm going McKenzie. Since we're debating best FSU players of all time, let's debate who are the best college players from Florida colleges of all time. Okay, Joe, throw some out there. I got you.
Lamar's in that conversation.
I don't know if Terrence has anywhere to be, but I ain't got nowhere to be.
I ain't got nothing to do right now.
Let's do it.
Y'all throw him out.
That just says a tie. I mean, tie is a bit of a cop-out, Spencer. You got to pick one. I'm leaning towards Ricky, though. But that's a hell of a debate. I like that one. Those are good. Those are the good questions. Keep questions like that. Not no damn Buster Davis and Ernie Sims. And that's no disrespect to Buster Davis, but he wasn't Ernie Sims, bro.
Let's see. Have a comparison for Brian Fitzgerald.
Lindell White helped Reggie Bush. Of course, I mean, that's what
exactly.
Teams do. That's what teams
who were
do.
there? Who were those receivers that they had? They had some baller ass receivers.
Bro, is this even really is this a real question, bro?
I'm gonna fight somebody today. Hey, bro, line it up. Where you
bro,
at?
That's not a real question. I
catch that flight. Where you
I did a whole video on this. I did a whole live stream on P-Dub versus Percy. It's not
P-Dub was what Percy wishes he was.
It's not really it's not a real question.
There's a reason P-Dub almost should have won the Heisman.
Like I said, Joe, throw some out there and we'll talk about it.
People that went to Florida colleges. We have an argument for 3 of the top 5.
Who?
Well, I can say.
Just name them. I just want to hear them.
Jameis is definitely in that top 5 of Florida guys that went to Florida colleges. Okay. Peter Juerg is in there. And then you're gonna probably have to fight me about Dalvin not being in the top 5, but we can argue that, and I think that's easily arguable. And we're talking about what they did. I would
love if some Miami fans right here, because honestly.
Because there are some Miami guys.
If we're talking college,
Ken Dorsey's in that conversation.
Mm-mm.
Ken Dorsey's their greatest quarterback of all time, college-wise. We're talking about college career, right?
We're talking about top 5. Let's talk top 5.
Are we saying college players. Careers? Or...
Yeah, college career. College career. Top 5 college players. Wait. Dorsey's not better than Jameis, and he ain't better than Tim. So he automatically, unless you tell
top 5.
Oh, okay. Is he okay? So do we agree that Jameis had a better career than Ken Dorsey?
Yes.
Do we agree that Tim Tebow had a better career than Ken Dorsey?
Yes.
Do we agree that Dalvin Cook had a better career?
But you want me to tell you?
Hold on. Do we agree that Dalvin Cook has a better career?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm just being real.
Okay.
Because when we talk about
that
Dorsey had 2 losses as starting quarterback. He had like 40 wins, 2 losses, or something like that. All right. What's his numbers? I'll look it up.
I don't know his numbers, but you can look.
He has some ridiculous numbers as a starting quarterback.
And then, I haven't even mentioned guys like Chris Winkie. Could argue Chris Winkie probably has a better career than Ken Dorsey. Like Lewis said, I didn't even bring up Chris Winkie or Charlie Ward versus Ken Dorsey. I don't think Ken Dorsey's top 5, bro.
No.
I
felt like he deserved to be mentioning it only because he has a ridiculous like.
You can mention them, but when we're talking, if we're just talking quarterbacks, I mean he's probably top 5. And even then, I think FSU has 3 quarterbacks that have better careers than Ken Dorsey. How many Heisman's Ken Dorsey have? He has none. He has the same amount of natties.
He's got 2 losses and like 30-something wins.
And he has the same amount of natties as Charlie Ward and Chris Winkie, who will also have Heisman trophies. I'm just saying.
I hear you. And the numbers, and as I look at the numbers, it's not necessarily there.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
He had like 76 and 26.
And like Loke says, Ken Dorsey had like the 5 coldest running backs ever. Like Andre Johnson, Willis McGahee.
So basically the argument is he was never even the best player on the team.
Jeremy Shockey. Like, come on.
He wasn't the best player on the team.
Nah,
All right.
Ken Dorsey's not.
So wait, all right. So we're gonna let's start breaking.
And if I take it a step further, I would make an argument that this is really a FSU Miami debate. I don't know if Florida has. I'll put Tim Tebow, but other than Tim, I don't really see it. I don't really see it.
What about Emmett?
And what about him?
Just asking.
What about him?
Does he belong in the conversation?
I would take McGahee, Dalvin over Emmett off rip.
In college?
Yeah, in college. Absolutely.
So let's just want to look at it.
I'll argue Dunn over Emmett.
That's a good argument.
You can bring up the numbers, but I'm not looking at the numbers. But
and impact is. We're saying Dalvin over Emmett.
I would take Fred Taylor over Emmett. Jonathan said it. I'll take Fred. I'll take Fred Taylor over Emmett Smith.
Actually, yeah. I mean, and you know what? I'm not a big Emmett fan overall.
I'm definitely taking Dalvin over Emmett. And like Joe's saying, you got guys like Warren.
Oddly enough, college-wise, Emmett shits on Fred Taylor's stats.
Does he?
Like completely. In 3 years, Emmett had 3,900 yards. In 4 years,
fair enough.
Fred had 3,000, barely 3,000.
Fair enough.
More touchdowns in 3 years than 4. Yeah, he like shits on his stats wise. Like,
what about guys like Clinton Portis and?
All right, so I get you. So when we get into the stats of guys like the running backs,
they get stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so we're gonna give Tebow a spot because of 2 national.
No, ain't nobody tripping on Dorsey. You can check the numbers. You can check the accomplishments. Nobody. Terrence actually was trying to vouch.
I was trying to argue for Dorsey. Like, I mean,
but
I was.
You can check the numbers.
I was trying to argue for him. And I mean, Danny Werfel, he had a good career as well. Shoot, Chris Leak had a good career. Maybe not the numbers you would like, but they had some good quarterbacks at UF.
You would say somehow if it was AJ versus Jacory, which team wins? I don't even know how to answer that, man. You haven't seen any.
I have zero idea. Well, we have everybody else is better on our team, so we win.
POLK, I was also raised in Polk County. Do you ever miss it?
Who the fuck misses Polk?
I mean, I miss home every now and then.
How much? For what reason, sir?
Just because it's what you grew up knowing,
it's home.
I guess. Yeah.
Like, you want me to tell you the truth if I miss Kansas City?
Probably don't.
I do sometimes because it's home. That's it.
Right.
But would I move back? Not unless I bought the whole block. I'd have to buy the whole block. I would not move back. Fuck out of here.
They say Polk starts for us, we still win. Appreciate it. Tate Manning versus Jake Garcia. Now that's more of a question that's
a better question.
We
still winning.
I think we still winning that. I think
it's Tate a lot closer.
I think Tate has a little bit of a rapport with Johnny, and you kind of saw that in that Louisville game. I think
he has 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think he has a little bit of a rapport with Johnny, more so than what Tate has with any quarterback he's playing with. Or excuse me, wide receiver. Dorsey didn't have a physical talents, but his football IQ was way ahead of any FSU QB not named Jameis. What? It was better than Charlie's? Man, stop.
Hey, why is I just want to point something out, just so you know, Jordan's supposed to be working. Juerg's supposed to be working. He on Madden right now.
Juerg said he was. Yeah, Juerg said he was doing. I'm for the cuss his ass.
He logged in on Madden right now. I'm for the cuss his ass out too. He ain't want to have this conversation today.
Juerg ain't wanted to talk football since Mario failed him. Mario failed him. Juerg ain't wanted to talk football.
And what Booby Wild said, we were supposed to go to the pro. we were supposed to go to the pro.
That's Juerg.
Yeah.
Them boys thought Mario was gonna come in off rip and win 12 games, go to the playoff. No,
they're supposed to be a playoff team, man.
Now they don't want to talk. Juerg don't want to talk about his off-season lives. I'm trying to tell you, he don't want to talk about nothing.
Hey, we was so much lesser of a team than them.
Remember? He was like, I don't see y'all don't have an edge in any position. Y'all don't have the talent of it. All them like y'all go check.
Definitely don't have the talent on the offensive line.
Don't have the talent. We just this.
Not at running back and the Titans bait Roosters.
Rooster is this.
Rooster this and Rooster
TVD's that.
TVD that, wide receiver. We definitely y'all just banking on some transfers.
Better odds, Miami wins or FSU.
FSU blowout.
I think a blowout would be more likely, to be honest with you.
FSU blowout easily.
Yeah, we've been on for 3 hours, bro. I ain't even really don't feel like it.
Yeah. But Juerg got to get on after the game. He gonna make an excuse though.
He not.
He gonna get on after the
game.
He
might if they win. Oh, Juerg gonna be like, hey, man. Hey,
so
what we doing? What we doing?
I just need to make some time. Yeah.
If they win, he'll be pushing me to get on.
Like what time we logging in?
If he lose, he might mute me.
Oh, I'm going in. After this game, I let it be last year. If TVD don't play, it don't matter if TVD play or not, bro.
It matters if he plays or not.
If he not playing, they didn't start. They done benched him 3 times. What that matter?
Rooster played himself. Miami done went from ACC champs to top. That's all they talking about now is the recruiting. And I keep telling Miami fans, recruiting's cool. But be careful. Them boys ain't signed yet. Y'all keep losing games. Okay.
How many recruits gonna be at this game?
Terrence, are we on that 5?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, just question.
What we doing?
I've been on it. What you trying to play? And I'm not.
First
of all, your name says I buy MUT packs. I'm not playing. Madden,
bro, we don't play that shit.
I don't play that crap. I don't even play Madden. Period.
I don't play MUT. Like
he played Madden. So if you talking about MUT, I'm bro.
If you gotta play MUT, I mean you
I
can't play
buy
with a real
MUT
team.
packs is the problem with Madden. He the problem. With that trash ass game, he the problem.
They don't want to fix franchise.
And I'm standing on that because they put everything in the MUT pack.
In the MUT. Like, fuck out of here. But you can't do a fucking draft and
That's why Madden stays trash, because they know people like I buy MUT packs gonna drop money on that garbage, man. Nah, I ain't chilling nothing out.
Nah,
y'all are the reason why Madden sucks and has sucked for the last 10 years.
It's trash. MUT is
y'all
trash,
are the reason. Bro. I'm standing on that.
Because motherfuckers need to assemble Avengers type level squads in order to play, bro. Nah, get your ass whooped. Give me a secondary. I'll beat your ass with fucking Matt Corral at quarterback. Fuck out of here. Give me a second. I can trade for a secondary and beat your ass with Matt Corral at quarterback.
I'm on the PS5. Didn't Madden put Snoop Dogg in the game? I don't know. Did they? I don't play the game, guys. I can't answer.
A couple years ago, they had him in the game. They had.
Do you follow FSU basketball? I do follow. Yeah, I watch.
What about basketball?
I watch
how they did our dog? Not Boba. Was it Boba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about he can't play for the. Yeah, that's bullshit, man.
What's handle on Madden? Again, Terrence, put your handle on Madden so them people they can play with you. I don't play. I only
play franchise, bro. So
I don't play trash ass Madden.
But it's either the Pheonix Ali or Terrance Ali. I don't remember.
He don't even know his own name.
Bro, like, hold on, I'll check right now. It's right here. I got you. Yeah, the Pheonix Ali. I'll type it in.
Y'all play with Pack 'em Up 352.
Yeah, mine is the Pheonix Ali. ThePhoenix Ali. The Pheonix Ali.
Now, if y'all want to get with me on that Call of Duty, we can do that.
I should go ahead and buy that right now, huh?
Go ahead, rock it out.
I'm gonna buy it right now since we sitting here talking about the shit.
If you want to get on Call of Duty, by all means. And I
I've been
can throw
meaning to
y'all.
get it.
I'll throw my PSN out there. Y'all can. Matter of fact, what the fuck is my PSN? I don't even know.
$70? How much it costs? $70? Do I have?
That's how all these games cost. $69.99.
What's the vault edition?
Oh, look at the Knicks. The Knicks beat the 76ers tonight. Ain't that something? That's because
Harden gone.
Embiid didn't play either. So that's why we won.
Hey, which pack did you get?
I just got the normal Call of Duty one.
It got some weapon vault shit and some battle pass. What's battle pass? Somebody tell me what battle pass is. Is it worth $30? Tier skips. 55 tier skips? That sounds important. So $30 for some tier skips?
My PSN. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the comments for y'all.
Hey, somebody let me know if it's worth it to get this Vault edition. I'll buy it right now. I ain't played Modern Warfare in a minute though, and I was gonna wait. Hey, somebody want to buy an Xbox? I got this motherfucker.
So that's if y'all want to rock with me on some Call of Duty.
He probably trashed, just so y'all know.
Nose ALO 863 nose underscore.
He was trashing NCAA. I whooped him the 2 times I played him.
Stop it.
For some reason, Juerg can't beat him. I don't understand why. But you didn't catch an L when you played me? Twice?
Stop it.
You did. You did,
I don't remember. If I did, I don't remember that.
I could beat you, but Juerg can't beat you for some reason. I don't know why.
I would love to see LSU pull the upset off.
I would like to see it.
I got some Madden leagues on the 5. Terrence might be interested.
Let me know, man. I'll do it.
How different? Look at this quick. How different is Madden 20? It's not.
Actually, you want me to tell you the truth? It's a completely different fucking game.
It's not.
It is, and it's weird. It's weird, bro.
It sucks.
It's different. It's different. Like the receiving is different. Like the QB play is different. The pass rush is OP. Like it's a different game, bro. Like
I decided to pass on 2K this year. I thought about it, but I just decided to pass on 2K. So no, I didn't buy 2K either. And I actually usually buy 2K every year. But for this year, I just didn't feel like buying it.
Insane. Put your gamer tag in here, bro. I'm gonna come find you right quick.
UGA LSU. Who y'all got? I got Tennessee. And I'm gonna take LSU in that one. I mean, I think Alabama probably gets it, but I would like to see LSU get it done. Only play Madden on franchise also, but is this game stop? Let's go Nose. I can't wait for this game living down in Broward. UGA
Gotta love Broward.
Tennessee by 14. Insane finna have your mic explode. FSU win tomorrow. Mike Norvell will be bowl eligible. Now that in and of itself is a good feeling, I guess, but my expectation is to win out. Somebody just added me. I'm gonna accept it.
I got Black Man and Be Him.
Okay, Insane just added me.
Well, what's Insane? I'm gonna add him
right here.
I don't play with no Mike though. Defend.
If you're gonna play Call of Duty, you better play with a Mike.
Oh yeah, of course. That's different. But
Tennessee by 7.
Oh man, I don't be fucking with y'all. Y'all want to talk shit? I be fighting people. I show up on flights.
Probably gonna get on Call of Duty once I get off of here, if I'm being honest with you.
I might hit you up about that. I might. Let me go ahead and download it now. Hit a PlayStation.
I never played on franchise. Used to be the only reason I bought Madden, but they don't even do. They don't do nothing with it. It's the same. Yeah, that mic on the controller garbage though.
Oh nah, I got a
You
mic
can't
for
hear
that.
nothing off of that.
You might as well go ahead and get you a regular little headset like one of these, and use that. Like this what I use on Madden if I want to talk to people. Like so when I stream or whatever, I pull this out.
But no, I used to play Madden for the franchise mode, but the franchise mode, they don't touch it. They don't do nothing with it. It's the same franchise mode every year.
You know what? They
It's
did some
stupid.
stuff, bro. They just haven't fixed it, bro. It's just bullshit. Like you gave us something, but you half-assed it. Like
What they give you?
like the draft scouting is good. The momentum bar, like in game is great, but the draft scouting is pretty solid. Um, like the development, I like the development and training and all of that. I really like how they doing that now. But it's just like it's so much of that that's broken. It's like right now, a lot of leagues can't even fucking draft.
That's Madden for you. There better be first of all, you can't have an NCAA mode and not have a dynasty mode. Like,
bro,
that's almost impossible. If they did that, I would. I don't
Dynasty
know where
mode is what we're waiting on, and Dynasty mode has to be it.
I don't
Ain't
really
nobody worried
care
about
about Road
that.
to Glory.
Nobody worried about Road to Glory, bro.
I need to
Dynasty mode.
Get me
only,
Dynasty mode.
Dynasty mode has to be lit.
Let me pick offensive coordinator, defense, because that's how we do.
We started as an offensive defensive coordinator.
Let me lay out the ground rules for if you playing with me,
us,
Terrance, Juerg, and our little dynasty mode here. You got to start off. What is it? Is it 3 stars or lower?
Yep.
So we starting off with 3-star lower
you
school.
Usually start off as an OC because
you have to start off as an OC or DC. And you got to work.
If you start off at DC, you finna get left in the trail.
You finna get dog walk.
Yeah, it's just over with for you.
But and yeah, you got to work your way up. You got to work your way up to get those big time jobs. So that's what we do.
When them Florida State and UM jobs roll in year 3, that's when you got to see: am I ready to take that job? Is that the best job for me? Hey, fandom, go out the window. You really be making some lifetime decisions like, I shouldn't go there. They ain't got shit for me.
Especially when you start looking at some of the rosters and how you be recruiting. Hey, I can't wait for the new game. I just hope they don't mess it up. They're probably gonna mess it up, but I hope they don't.
Hey, so I'm for the buy this Call of Duty right now. Though.
Okay, you do it. If a football game was a 12-round boxing match, how many rounds do we win? 10.
10. Maybe 11. Like we might walk it. Like we should walk it, but it's
Ghost of Tsushima's dope. Sekiro's dope, but it's hard. It's one of those Souls games. Bro, I'm low key a gamer at heart, so I know a lot about a lot of games, bro. I play a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I'm not as well versed as him, to be honest. I play Madden.
I play a lot.
I play football.
Stuff.
I played 2K hard for a while, but I don't really get into it no more.
Panama says, would you rather have a good X's and O's coach but a mediocre recruiter, or a good recruiter and mediocre X's and O's coach?
Second one.
Why?
I feel like it's about the Jimmys and Joes, not the X's and O's. Once you get to a certain level, if you can have all the X's and O's you want, if you ain't got the Jimmys and Joes to get it done,
I think
if
in
I got
college,
a mediocre game plan,
I think
my
in college,
Jimmys and Joes make it above average.
Yeah, I think in college you're right. I think in college, not talking NFL ball, but we're talking college.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was talking college.
If we're talking college ball, give me the mediocre coach, but that guy can get the talent in there because the talent will offset the game plan. If I just have better players than the team across from me, I'm gonna win a majority of my games.
But if you can't go into somebody's home and get the right guy to run your system,
you may run into a problem if you play a team with comparable talent to you, right?
But it's 4 or 5 teams in the nation gonna be
right.
Like
but exactly, like he just said, that's a handful of teams,
and that's when it really does come down to the Jimmys and Joes executing your game plan.
So I probably
how many times you might meet Nick Saban once a year.
Yep.
And you might win 1 out of those 3 games if over the course of 3 years.
Joe, I'm really interested to see how they put the new transfer rules into this game.
Yo, that's gonna be crazy.
And that's actually you make a good point, Joe. And all the other NCAA games, players never decommitted. Once they committed,
that's
you
what
had
I would
them.
like to see.
That would be dope to see. That you think you got a dude,
maintaining a guy, yeah,
and then you can steal another dude from a man. That makes a whole different dynamic to like.
This is why we can't be in charge of these games. We have too many intricacies, bro. Like
the whole online dynasty stuff. Like if you was to steal my commit, Terrence, I probably would want to fight you. Like,
yeah, bro. I call you up like, hey, bro. Like you didn't really have to do that shit. Like
that's some bullshit. Like,
I pull up, bro.
Yeah.
Like you just took my quarterback, bro.
That shit gonna ruin friendships, bro. I think like if they add decommitting and flipping and stuff, bro, I think that might ruin some friendships.
Hey, that's way worse than losing a free agent in the NFL, bro.
Bro.
That's way worse than it, bro.
Thinking you got a guy, a 5-star quarterback.
This 5-star quarterback. This motherfucker got 90 speed. I'm pretty sure that's 90 speed on him.
And then,
bro, he finna run this offense for me.
And then on signing day, you flip him.
The fuck you mean?
Man, I'll break my controller.
Hey, don't let it happen. And it's been sitting there. It's already done happened. Then you log in at the end of the day to check that after a long day of work. You like, the fuck is this shit? What you mean he flipped? We advanced last night. What you mean he flipped? So wait, this nigga knew all day that he flipped and didn't tell me?
You could not steal players on the old NCAA.
Hey, imagine.
What is Insane talking about? Am I missing something?
What happened with this?
Players did not decommit on the old NCAA. Like once they committed, they committed. They didn't decommit.
I missed something. I ain't never seen that.
I'm just looking at the comment. He said you could steal players. Like what is he talking about?
Nah, you can have. There were soft commits.
There were soft commits.
But
there's not the same.
I mean, I could see them using that as the way that they do it.
No, but because you know how we do that, like they commit.
Yeah. Boy, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that'll be lit. I die crying. But especially imagine somebody flipped a commit. And I found out last night, and then you don't log on to like late in the afternoon the next day, and I already knew. And then all of a sudden you message me, "Hey, bro, did you know that this happened already?" And goddamn well I done logged in 3-4 times.
Man pumped all his points and it's trying to get this decommit.
I done got this decommit for you and knew it and didn't tell you a goddamn thing. Like, bro, like we could have just
think about it though. That's not even talking about like the portal.
Oh, the portal.
Imagine you get that 5-star commit and you think you saving him, like you gonna redshirt him. Cause you gonna save him. And that motherfucker get the portal, bro.
Somebody just messaged us.
Oh, what Juerg say? What that whole ass nigga's name?
I don't know what he said. He said something.
Taking a break, about to finish up my last assignment. Man. Liar.
Man, hop on, man.
You're a liar. I mean, lie. Man, you can tell I'm drunk. What the hell is Loda?
What he talk? Oh, he was talking about man. Oh, I know what he's talking
I have to break down and buy. Why are you waiting until next year? You can get the PS5 now.
What? Bro,
I actually think they had it, bro. I think they had I saw one picture where Walmart had a whole stock of them.
I was going to get my nephew one, man. Yeah, Walmart stocked up, bro. I was thinking about getting my nephew one.
What I do hope they bring back to the NCAA, like I used to like the older NCAAs where you could like get in infractions and you can get an NCAA. You can get on
players get suspended for the year.
Yeah, you can NCAA didn't play the games back then. Like if you didn't go to class, players would get suspended.
Go to class, the GPA wasn't high enough, man. You sitting. He can't play for 12 games. And
if you chose not to like discipline a player, they would put you on like probation and stuff.
They're restricted points on recruiting and
shit. Yeah, man. They should bring all that stuff back. I know it's a pipe dream. And they're not gonna bring none of that back. Watch.
I think somebody need to like let them know, hey, these were the great things of this game. It's a reason why everybody's waiting on NCAA, bro. You know what? NCAA basketball even is a good thing.
I don't think they probably never bring that back because I don't think there's a demand for that.
I liked it, bro.
I liked it too. No, I liked it too. But
I liked it. It was a different like.
I don't think there's a demand for NCAA
to the game,
basketball.
but it was still a good game. But if you could get 2K and
you could get suspended for partying, bro. That shit used to be crazy.
Bro. Like they was getting, they had a party where alcohol was involved and underage drinking, and all of a sudden he got missed 2 games. Nigga, what? Like,
Randy says, "Polk, how are you? I'm sad. I'll miss the game, and the next one I'll be overseas, bro. Where you going? Man. Where you going, Randy? Believe me, I've been there. So tell me where you going.
If you got a Fire Stick,
tell me where you going.
Me.
I Randy, got you. You tell me where you're going. You DM me. I'll even send you a care package.
Yeah.
Now, if you going somewhere that.
Yeah, if you out in the sticks, we can't help you.
No, if you're on the sticks, that's where I want to help you at.
Oh, with the care package, yes, of course.
Yeah, but if you in like Germany, I'm not sending you nothing, man. You good?
I mean, people that's going to Kuwait
ain't nothing, bro. Kuwait,
it's nothing. Like
Kuwait's built up, bro. Yeah, Kuwait's built up.
I had my stepbrother was out of Kuwait.
Kuwait is not a deployment, bro. It's built up. They got a Chili's in Kuwait. They got everything,
Chili's.
Bro. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have everything in Kuwait. People that's like, I've been deployed to Kuwait, bro. You didn't do nothing. Go.
Nah, about my stepbrother, he was in Kuwait, but he never bragged on stuff like
real
that.
Talk, Randy, like, tell me where you going, bro. Tell me where you going overseas.
He went out there. He was working in logistics, so all he was doing is shipping stuff out. Mm-hmm. People picking up weapons. He was. And at one point, he was just like he said he was doing something like a weapons cage, something like that, whatever. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's all he did in Kuwait. And he was like, I don't regret it at all.
I was in Kuwait for 3 months waiting to ship to Iraq, and I hated every second of it. Believe it or not, I enjoyed my time in Iraq more than I had better time in Iraq than I had in Kuwait. Just because Kuwait was yeah, but where you going? Oh, you know what, Randy? Hit me offline because you can't.
Yeah, he can't discuss. Yeah,
OPSEC. I know about OPSEC. You can't tell me where you're going. Hit me offline if you get a chance, Randy. Let me know where you're going, bro.
But
I got you.
Be safe. Do what you gotta do, man. We always here. Florida State football always be here.
Yes, I am. I ain't going nowhere.
He better not. At this point,
I'm in the.
We had that conversation. I was like, "What? Why would you?"
I've done over 10 years, man. I'm not going nowhere.
Like, I hate when I see people like, yeah, I'm done. Like, bro, you've been in there 15 years. Like, I know you got some partial, but get them last 5 years.
You're going to shut the fuck up. if you're going, that means you're going to Poland or Germany, bro. You'll be fine, Randy. You don't have to don't say anything else, Randy. You're fine. Right. Yeah, you're fine.
Larry, the one with Larry, that was what was that?
The one with Larry was that 07?
06?
No. Larry Fitzgerald was 07.
I know it was good. I enjoyed it. I played it on GameCube, bro.
NCAA.
I played it on GameCube.
07. Nope. 07 was Reggie Bush. 08. Nope. 08 was Desmond Howard. 06 then.
05.
Damn,
I was closer to you.
Yeah, you were closer to me.
Yeah, I thought it was 04. It was 05. Yeah, he was a beast. It was a good game. That was the one who had all the stuff on it about like getting suspended and all that. I think 05 was the one that had one of the suspensions on it.
Yeah.
But bro, I used to play that on GameCube, bro.
Tebow wasn't on one.
Tebow wasn't on 05, bro.
Yeah, stop lying. Tebow wasn't.
Oh no, Tebow did hit a cover.
What cover he was
on? He hit a cover.
No, he
I'm
did.
almost positive. Yeah.
Oh, was it 08?
Nah, it wasn't 08.
No, 08 was the Boise State guy. 09 was McFadden. 10 was Crabtree. 11 was Tebow was not on. He was.
He did.
He was on 11. He was on 11.
11. Yeah,
He was on
yeah.
11.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
Yeah. He was on 11. It was 11. You were 4 years old in 05? Bro, that shit makes me feel old.
You know what? I was out of high school.
In 05, I was still in high school.
I could be his dad.
I could probably be your dad too. Goddamn, Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's your mama name? No, I'm joking. It's all love, bro.
Where you grew up, Joe? Where you grew up?
Just jokes.
Could be your daddy, goddamn it. You from Central Florida, man.
Lord.
Bro.
Oh, Lord.
I was in them streets.
No,
God bless everyone.
Hey,
stay
you remember
safe.
she watching?
Hey, you stay safe too, Randy, when you finally ship out there, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, man.
You're right. I shouldn't have doubted you.
Sports Century.
I shouldn't have doubted you.
But
yeah, Joe, I might. Joe, where you grew up at for real though?
Because he said he was from Central Florida, ain't it?
Did he, Joe?
I thought he was.
Bro, I've been sipping the Daniels. So.
Bro, on the real, this was full.
This was brand new when I got it, and it's. Y'all can see.
Oh no, I got you, bro. They both 750s.
But you're an alcoholic though.
Damn, why you gotta do me like that,
bro? I've seen you drink all that shit. Are you drinking it? Are you drinking it straight?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can't drink. I'll be real with you. I can't drink pure white straight. Hell no.
Hey,
I'm drinking this. I'm drinking this straight, but it's Tennessee honey. So that's
that's the
smooth.
honey. Like
yeah,
I'm just. Well,
you drinking pure white straight. Joseph Oliver, he's drinking pure white straight. Now I got pure white. You can see the pure white back here. I got 3 bottles of it unopened, but I can't drink that shit straight. Hell no.
It's delicious and nutritious.
Yeah, whatever.
Boy, but yeah, you know, I drank.
Liver gonna blow.
What was that? Was that my birthday? You was here, or what was that?
First of all, I've been up to see you way more than you. Matter of fact, you've never been here. So.
I was supposed to. Well,
the baby shower.
The house to get ready.
I came up there for the baby shower.
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 other times. And like 2 or 3 other times.
Were you here for my birthday when I did the pig?
And yeah, I was there for that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that.
So
I helped you with the pig, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. You was here early. Yeah. I threw that pig out there. I thought I was gonna be able to roast it, but yeah. I threw it on that smoker. Turned out pretty good though. I'm telling y'all, actually, yo, when we play UF,
if Fuller if we get a shutout against Miami, if we get a shutout, I'll take 6 damn shots of whatever y'all tell. Anything you see back there, I'll take 6 shots of it. If we get a shutout. Next.
I got a question. When
Jordan Travis could hit 400 yards though.
All right. How about this? We get a shutout. I'll come down there, bro, and smoke a gator for the Florida State Florida game. I'll come down there.
Well, first of all, where you gonna get a gator from?
I'll just buy it. What you mean?
From where? Where can you buy gator?
Order it. It's like $250. I looked into it. Don't worry.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but why you gotta get a shutout to come do that? You should just come.
Actually,
do that.
I think I should. You're right.
You should just come do that.
I think I should. And I've been talking about because like we don't get to do a lot. Like we haven't gone anywhere with the baby. You got a backyard? Yeah.
Yeah. Come to the crib, boy.
Because the dog gotta come.
Come to the crib. I got four bedrooms, a backyard.
Can a dog come? It's the question.
Yes, the dog can come. Put him in the backyard.
All right. So yeah. Hold on 1 second.
I got two living rooms, a loft. I got plenty of room, bro.
You want to go to Adrian's house, November 25th?
For
right.
Thanksgiving?
All right, we're coming. Wait, that's Thanksgiving?
That's the day after.
That's the week.
You're talking about for the Florida game. That's the day after.
Yeah, the Florida. So that's that Saturday.
Florida game's on a Friday this year, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving Thursday, Florida game is the next day.
Oh, that's tough.
But if you want to come for that Friday, we can.
Well, it's at 6:30 p.m.
We can make it happen.
That's at 6:30 p.m. So she need to do shopping. You know how they do.
No, we can make that happen.
We might do that.
Are you bringing the smoker, or do I need to invest in one?
I might have to bring. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you should invest in one.
I need to invest in one.
But for a gator, I would need like that one I smoked the pig on.
Well, that was a grill.
What was a smoker? I had the smoker on the side of it. It's a
did.
grill.
Yeah. You're right.
I got the smoker thing. That's where I put everything. I didn't put no coals on that side.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
I mean, we can do it. We can grill it or we can smoke it.
You got room to bring that thing though? That was. You don't have a.
I got that.
You got the what you call it, but.
I just had to put some trash bags and stuff down.
Yeah, but I say you want to get your insides dirty like that. You don't have a pickup truck.
Yeah, if I throw that bitch in there.
No, I've had gator before. Gator meat is delicious, first of all.
And nutritious.
I just didn't know where you could buy it here, though.
Oh, I got to get it shipped in. It's coming from New Orleans. It's coming from Louisiana.
Okay.
So it's about a 15, 20 pound gator.
Man.
And it's about $250. Because that pig was about a 35 pounder, and it was $250. So I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, the other white meat.
Yeah, we can make that happen though.
Yeah, I think we should. And then y'all, you get to meet my daughter, Imani. She out here living her best life. Huh? Oh, you have?
I've met your daughter before.
Well, I was thinking about you saying your daughter being attached to.
Now you haven't met my kids.
Yeah, I haven't met your kids.
You haven't met my kids because. My daughter's cool, but that little nigga, man.
Hey, keep that little nigga away from my daughter. That's all I'm saying. Like, she's not a toy. Keep away from my daughter and my dog. Matter of fact, maybe I'll leave my dog up here.
Bro, especially your dog.
I'm gonna leave my dog up here. Fuck all that.
I don't know how patient Nova is.
Hey, she with it, but. Like she ain't with the shits. Like
bro, he gonna act like Nova's a damn horse. He gonna try to get on top of Nova and do all his other stuff. Told you he threw a chihuahua down the stairs once.
Yeah, not off a balcony. You said off the edge of the.
I gotta figure out what to. I gotta figure out what to do with this little boy, so he don't become a menace to society, man.
Yo, hey, like I'll do it and see what happens. But nah, man. If y'all got anything else we should cook, man, besides a gator on that game.
What's gonna be the day after Thanksgiving? So there's gonna be plenty of.
That's all we need is to cook the gator. Just smoke a gator. We ain't got to cook nothing.
If I know my woman, she gonna want to do the gator and some crabs or something. She gonna want to do like a
crab boil.
Yeah, if I know her, if I say,
I just send the money for that part.
If I say, hey, Terrence want to come and do
I've been wanting to do a good crab boil
and smoke a gator, she gonna be like, oh, let's do some crabs and some crawfish and some.
Vanessa eat some crawfish. Did we try to do some crawfish or something?
We did it. We did it last time. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah. Why did we do crawfish? Like we had so much fucking food.
And we did it. Yeah. Blue crabs. Yep.
We didn't do the blue crabs though.
No, because you gotta get them fresh. And the blue crabs.
Yeah, they
went to Fiesta and the blue crabs like already.
They
dead.
wasn't hitting. Nah.
Yeah, they was already dead.
Yeah, but we almost did it. Oh shit! I downloaded my. I'll get on that later. But yeah, like blue crabs definitely hit, man. We got 13. What we got on PS3, bro? We got which NCAA
it's
we
14.
got?
It's 14.
14.
That's the last one they made.
So I mean, we got. I got my PS3 too. If y'all want to hop on that,
I mean, I got one. I just don't know where it's at.
Man, you can find that shit. Just look for it.
I can find it if I look for it.
You just don't give a fuck.
No, I just got a lot of stuff to look through.
Motherfuckers moved to Hawaii. Apparently, they got everything in the world now.
I didn't say all that. I'm just saying. I got a lot of stuff to look through.
You know how fucking expensive it is live in Hawaii. Bro, somebody was showing that shit, like how much it is about like fast food in Hawaii and shit. Like,
fast food don't get you. Fast food is not too much different than fast food in the States. Where it kind of gets you at is going to actual restaurants.
Oh, okay. They closed down the servers? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Probably because they working on the new servers for the new.
They need to, motherfuckers.
Right. Probably why they did that.
But yeah, I think that'd be we definitely do that, man. We can slide down there because it's not a big trip for us because with the wedding coming up, we got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to spend that much money to come.
Yeah, to come there and drive straight down there, and it ain't like I'm renting a car and all that and buying flights and all that. Because I got a wedding to go to. My cousin get married 2 weeks before me.
Oh, ain't that something?
So literally,
y'all playing that out, or that just happened that way?
Nah, matter of fact, they actually renewing their they got.
Oh, they renewing their.
They get married again. My cousin's marrying her husband again. They worked their situation out, and God bless them with knowing the fact that they should be together again. And after they made decisions not to be together, they're gonna be together and bless and be re-blessed with marriage again together. So I'm gonna go out to that wedding, and then 2 weeks later, I gotta be back in Florida for my own. Within 10 days. Like I fly home December 5th, I think, and then we fly back out there December 14th to get ready for our wedding. So it'll be a good time. Like I said, I got a huge family too. So like I know her wedding's gonna be pretty big, but then and so is mine. Like I think we 200 total. I think we're gonna be around 200 total people for our wedding.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers. Yeah. So, but open bar, enough food. We got the place till the next morning. Have a good time. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
Yo, hey, real quick, Bo Nix been balling out there, huh? How did that watch?
Well, Oregon got back into that Pac-12 play, and they've been doing their thing.
He's still not that guy. He's shown us.
I don't put no stock into it because when they gonna play like a real defense, he's gonna revert back to what he was at Auburn and what you saw game 1.
Jordan Travis or Bo Nix?
I'll take Travis over Bo Nix.
Yeah, this Travis.
Travis played more.
Would you have said that preseason?
He's played he's played tougher competition than.
Would you have said that preseason?
I don't even think preseason that was that tough of a. Bo Nix was never that guy to me. So for me, as a matter of fact, there was a lot of talks. Remember, Bo Nix transferred. He was in the transfer portal. And there was a lot of talk that whether Florida State should go after Bo Nix. And I never felt like Bo Nix was an upgrade over Jordan Travis. So for me, it's Jordan Travis.
Yeah, I didn't want Bo Nix. I'm gonna be real.
But man, we on 4 hours, so we finna get up out of here.
Yeah.
So,
any
last words you got there, Terrence?
Man, just looking forward to the game tomorrow, man.
Give your score prediction again.
42-20.
42-20. Terrence got it. I got it 34-20.
Hey, we winning. We winning.
Either way, we winning, right?
Winning big. So, Randy, you want to come to the wedding? That's what you're trying to say? Like, but nah, man, y'all boys take it easy, man. Hopefully we have a good game tomorrow. God willing, I'll hop on and chop it up with y'all with Alo after the game. If not, maybe not. We'll see how it's going for me. And yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Take it easy.
Alrighty. Like Terrence said, we are up out of here. Hit like button, subscribe, share. Ain't gonna waste no more of your time. We've been on for 4 hours. So I'm out here, y'all. Like Spencer Taylor said, stay blessed. It's your boy POLK over here on 8637 TV. Stay classy, stay blessed, and we are out here. Go Noles. Beat them hoe ass Canes tomorrow.